I don't know why it's pertinent that it's 1870.
It's a period piece, man. Did you not know?
If I listen to your lies, would you say
It's a period piece.
I'm a man
Whoa.
without conviction? I'm a man.
I love his shoulder work.
Know how to sell
Is that Boy George or something?
Yes.
fiction.
Yeah.
Was he the singer of his band?
Yep.
I thought he was just a sex icon, man.
Come, chameleon. Come and go. You come
I don't
and
get
go.
what they're doing. What
I
are
don't
they
know
selling in
We're
there?
busy because we like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Didn't hear your wicked words every day. And you used to be so sweet. I heard you say that my love was
He's
an
pumping.
addiction.
He's air humping a little bit. You see him?
Yeah.
Our love is strong. When you go, you're gone forever.
Dude.
You string along. You string along. Come, chameleon.
This song's kind of lame. I thought.
Come and go.
I remember it being more hype than this.
Oh, really?
Pretty calm, yeah.
I mean,
Loving was busy because we like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
Red, gold, and green. Yeah, is it? It's the Rasta thing. They're all wearing red, gold, and green.
they are.
Let's see your Rasta. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I just didn't know. Boy George was always strange to me, but now that I see him,
Yeah.
I'm like, he was like the 6ix9ine of his day, bro. His look was on point.
Dude, straight up. Yeah, it definitely translates to how the world is now.
Yeah, he would be like a rapper right now. Look
Yeah.
at him with all the different stuff in his hair, different color. That's 6ix9ine.
Yeah, Boy George is the proto Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did you watch that? I'm sure you didn't, but he has a documentary out right now. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, I'm sure that he deserved that.
Well, I mean, dude, he's a legend. You can't overlook it because he learned the internet. He learned how to troll so well. He learned how to get at people's heartstrings and hurt and offend people.
Yeah.
He started he was the beef rapper when he started. He started beefs with like all these old school rappers,
Right.
getting them talking about him. And he had, very violent videos and stuff like that. Like he knew how to get at people. So like, I don't know. So this is a new third segment. Is it genius?
Yeah.
Is it genius or is it not?
I would.
you
Well,
think there's
with what
lot-
actually came out about him and him like having people killed and like all that shit, all the insane stuff of
Well,
him.
no, man, he worked with the Treyway Bloods,
Okay.
which was a section of the Bloods in I think it was it Harlem or Brooklyn? I can't remember exactly where they started,
Yeah.
but he worked with those people, but he was like their entertainer. Like they still
Right, but
haven't
he still
proved
put
that
on that he was a hard. I mean, you've seen the videos of him like threatening people on the phone and shit.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Well,
Threatening
no,
to kill people.
yeah.
And like,
But there's still no proof that he had anyone killed. He's just a shit talker.
I thought there was though. I thought that's why he went to jail. I thought that was why he went to jail in the first place, was because there's evidence.
I didn't think they proved. I didn't think they proved that he killed anyone or anything. I thought it was just like he was involved in a lot of moving drugs and shit. I thought it was like a heroin crack sting kind of thing that he got busted for. Racketeering,
Weapons and drugs
charges.
charges.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was moving drugs. Racketeering is threatening.
No, okay, so he pled guilty to 9 charges, including conspiracy to commit murder and armed robbery. Okay,
Conspiracy, Conspiracy and racketeering is like putting the hammer on people to get payments from them for protection.
Okay.
And then conspiracy is talking about killing. That could be shit talking.
Right.
That could be them finding videos of him being like, no, we're going to go next Saturday. We're going to fucking do it. And they didn't do it.
Right.
But
still,
they had the plan,
Planning to commit a murder is technically conspiracy to commit murder. But I feel like there actually has to be, I feel like for conspiracy, there has to have been an attempt.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like they don't give you the conspiracy charge.
Because again, like people do just talk shit like, I'm going to kill you motherfucker online and stuff. And that's not conspiracy quite, right? They have to make some sort of attempt or.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think conspiracy means that there was an attempt. Because otherwise, like people, like so many people would go to jail. You'd go to jail on a bad day. You know what I mean? If you,
saying some wrong shit.
Yeah, just being like, motherfucker, I will fucking kill you. Like,
but that's not illegal to threaten, right?
Right. So, but I think there's a difference between a threat and a conspiracy to commit murder. I think a
once you start planning
it, there's evidence of a plan. There's
like, it's different than being like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you, versus like, next Saturday I'm going to where your baby mama works, and I'm And there was that whole thing about the where people. What was it? They were they fucked his baby mama and they threatened him, and that's why he started threatening back, is because they were trying to fuck his life up. They were trying to
fuck with 6ix9ine's life, bruh. He's just 69, 420, 365.
He was easy to hate. That is, I think, why they were like, dude, fuck that dude, because he talks so much shit.
Well, see, you don't make it any easier on yourself.
It's not like, even if he was like, again, I think he was more like associated. Gang associated. I don't think he was like fully banging shit.
But even then, like you can't. So is it okay for him to do that? You know what I mean? So when you become like a public figure, is it okay to still keep
gangs and stuff?
Yeah, to keep that company when you're representing more than just that. Like
I'd say I believe in gangs. Like I think that gangs are good for society. I think there's a limit to what they should be, what they should do, and I think there should be morality involved. We've talked about that, about like between like the mob style gangs.
I think there's a difference between like the mob and the cartel.
Family up, I'm gonna have them killed because the police won't do it.
Right. I think that's where you get that dichotomy of gangs and stuff, is like the difference between the mob and the cartel. The mob will not kill your family; they'll take care of your family after they kill you.
They'll kill you. And the cartel will
destroy
your family to taunt you
and then kill you.
So it's a weird and okay. So what you're saying, the cartel won't kill the cartel kills innocent people,
right?
People that weren't involved.
Yeah, that's
where the mob would take care of the family that wasn't involved.
Right,
but kill this motherfucker that fucked us over.
They got different ways of sending messages.
And so I believe in the idea of like. And there's so many different sects of gangs. There's some of them that operate like that.
Well, dude, technically,
that don't kill
we were in a
innocent
gang.
people.
Our group of friends was technically a gang.
Well, however you want to say it. Yeah, dude, we've been involved. I mean, dude, like high level dead family is fucking
a gang.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've seen them, like the elders and shit are twisted. Some of them, they live to restart you, remake your personality just for a laugh.
Yep.
They see it as like a torture thing. Yeah. Like when someone fucks them over. I've known dead family members to like that they won't kill you or your family, but they're the type that'll string you up in the woods and spray LSD on you for days and days and like have you go through the most painful trip tied up that you ever felt. Like is that worse than murdering you? So they're definitely just as bad in a way.
Yeah.
They psychologically torture people instead of physically. They don't they're not gonna like cut your fingers off and shit, but they will hurt your mind so badly that you'll want to kill yourself.
I mean, I could totally get that, because I remember there was that one, I forget what festival. Do you want to bump your headphones a little bit? You're kind of yelling.
Oh, okay.
Is that better?
Hello?
Can you hear a little better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you see, when we cough, we redline, which doesn't really mean anything. We're at a good level. But I forget which festival we were at, but there was some dude who had fucked some people over, and they had him in the thing, and they were spraying him.
No, they made a little teepee.
Yeah, it was like a little cage they put this dude in.
Yeah, he was acting like he was dead family, and he was selling fake L.
Okay, that's what it was.
And it was like, I don't even think it was a test. It may have just been just paper or something. It may have just been blotter paper. But they found him because they were giving him a bad name, and they grabbed him, tied him up, put him in this teepee thing, which they made in the woods.
It almost looks like it was almost kind of, you know how those like big jungle gyms are.
I don't know how they whipped that together. They whipped the jail.
Yeah,
it was I never really thought about that. Yeah. That was Woods jail for that dude. And I remember it kind of fucking with my head too, because that was the first time I'd seen them like do anything over the top to punish someone.
Yep.
And I just didn't get their methods until then. But that's truly how they did. They psychologically fuck with you if you fuck with them.
Well, what they did then was sprayed this dude with LSD that was in fucking super soakers.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. They were spraying this dude in this cage in the woods at
And
a
just
festival.
shaming him.
Yep.
Like, never come back. Fuck you. You're not welcome here. You're not real. You know, just like,
Well, that's
shaming
what you
him.
get.
And
when-
he's sitting there like tripping balls in the in a woods jail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy thing to happen upon while you're like at a festival, also trying to sell drugs.
Yeah. You're like, at least mine are real, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. But it'll also teach you. Like, damn, dude, don't ever come around here selling fake shit.
No, and then that's why I was always so uppity when we have a buddy, not gonna name names, but we have a buddy that would supply us with some L every now and again. But a lot of the times it was not actually L, and a lot of the times
really?
it was not very good. Yeah,
okay.
when he would give it to us and like, remember he would give it to us from that dude in the Visine bottles.
Well,
remember
was
that?
it something? Was it LSA or something like that?
It was something nowhere near as strong. And then there was
Yeah.
one time I got a vial that was like just straight nothing almost. And then he still
Yeah, I've
wanted
gotten
me to
some of
pay him
those.
$500 for it.
I'll also admit some shit that I don't want to admit. That like, see, I've worked with Dev Family. I eventually got the morality of it. It's
Yeah.
like you only sell good shit to good people.
Right.
And I in the beginning, like there was definitely a few people that were like 16 to 18 because I was a teenager. I was like
Questionable
16.
choices.
Well, I was 16 to 18 at that
Right.
time too. But there were people that age from like private schools that
Yeah.
were lame and like really douchey and
Yeah.
like trying to get L, and I would give them fake shit.
But see,
And I did sell a couple fake things, which again, I should have been punished for that.
Right.
It sounds like.
Well, you were a kid. You didn't know any better.
Yeah. But then I learned the morality. And later, what I found out was with those people, you either just triple charge them or
Yeah.
you don't sell it to them.
Right.
Like, because if you don't think they deserve it in some way or don't need it or whatever,
Right.
or not there yet for
Well,
the potency you have,
yeah.
like you either triple charged where it's like they're spending an outrageous amount of money so they know what they're getting.
Yeah.
And you know, they're
Well, fuck it. They
paying
can,
their
they
way.
can pay
It's like
for it.
paying your way in too. It's like family gets different
You
prices.
have to earn. Yeah, you have to earn your
Yeah.
spot, man. You have to.
And especially for good stuff. So it's like,
Which is
I
a weird
learned later
thing. So
that's
if
how
you're
to do
not,
it
if you guys
instead
aren't
of-
really into the hippie community, it's very there's a hierarchy of sorts.
Now, see, I don't fuck around with that shit.
But you know,
like-
I'm not even saying like I'm just saying like in the sense of what you're talking about. I'm trying to give it to some context for people.
Yeah.
Because some people might not understand what it's like to be within the family like that, or like what it's like to be around a community like that. Because we got a bunch of hippies that listen to this, but I don't know if you guys are as deep in as we are. You know what I mean? I know you guys
Yeah.
love the dead, but I don't know if you're like that. So the idea behind it is like it's you get to this point in the family where, again, it's like you said, you only give good shit to good people. So you're not selling bunk shit. But if they're people that we call custies, you know,
Or just shit. Like if like junkies and shit,
Yeah.
they won't sell to a lot of times. Someone
Right.
come up trying to sell L or something like, dude,
Yeah.
you're not allowed here. Like
Right.
they'll be very elite.
yeah, there's an
in a way.
elitism to it.
Yeah, which I
that
don't-
might have
I
been
don't
what I
love
was
that.
looking for
Yeah.
more than hierarchy.
Because I don't love that. Because
Right.
they think certain people deserve certain things, and like I do get the whole you have to earn every place in life.
Yeah,
But like, I don't know. I mean, I hate when people say like, I guess the generic hippie is nice, but
Yeah.
like the big families, dude, they're still mobs. Like that's why
Yeah.
I got into it in the first place.
right. Well, and also there's but it's the mob I like because
Mhm.
there's such a there's a like if they love
It's a
you, they love you.
A
There's-
peaceful approach.
But not even that. Sometimes there's still motherfuckers
Yeah, it's still
just like us in it.
mean.
Like
They can be taken differently.
well, that's the
by
thing though,
different
is that
people,
like
yeah.
motherfuckers think that hippies
But
are
why
like
is it
peace
the
and
right-
love all the time, but it's just
Yeah.
it's more along the lines of like having better coping mechanisms, honestly. Having different coping mechanisms that allow you to maybe
Yeah.
keep a cooler head.
Because people still lash out and have all these kind of things.
Hell yeah. But
Oh,
generally,
man.
if you've done a lot of psychedelics, you have the ability for more in-depth insight into yourself, like more
Yeah.
self-reflection because you've spent a lot of time in your head
and you come around quicker.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
it allows you to come around quicker, be a little bit more open-minded, because you have a hippie
Versus-
that'll like jump at you real quick, but then be
Yeah.
like, "Look, man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that earlier.
I'm sorry
I was-
about that earlier, but we need to have a talk about how you're dealing with stuff right now."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's definitely more instead of
you getting shot
right.
or something right away, which like, yeah, I mean, that was a rare thing. See, like I mean, all the elders keep guns, but as far as the kids that run around, the backpack kids and shit,
Yeah.
none of them have guns on them,
Right.
which was weird to me. Them carrying that much money around, they'd be carrying 30 grand in a backpack.
The most I'd seen one of them with is like I saw one guy with some mace, and I saw one guy with
maces. That's a good one.
brass knuckles and a pocket
knives.
knife.
I saw knives.
Like,
But again, the only places where guns were in like the houses where
Yep.
all the shit is.
Yep.
You gotta have guns there just in case.
Yeah.
But as far as running around, like I thought that was weird, and I think it's the environments that they get sent into, right? So like, like a LA gang member will be sent into an environment with much more violence. The drugs are different too that they're on. Their
Right.
enemies are on.
Yeah.
They may have been up for days on meth and heroin and shit, or real desperate. They have loaded weapons, will use them, like, and so they have to train their kids differently.
Yeah.
It's really they're teaching them to fight on that ground. It's like, you know, when they taught U.S. soldiers to go to Vietnam versus when they went to Afghanistan, the jungle versus the desert.
Right. It's
like
different.
they had to teach them different tactics. You can hide easier in the jungle. It's like, I think it's kind of like that. It's like two different wars. They're different battlefields, so they had to
For
learn
sure.
different things. They're both fighting the same fight.
And granted, Toby and I were never thrown into any battlefields.
No, what do you?
We were never like
never
even
in
when
the
we
military.
were well, no, just even when we were like hawking shit, like there was never we never carried any kind of weapons.
No, but I mean, I had to get robbed quite a few times. When I have worked with some bigger people, there was FBI raids around, and everyone had guns and stuff, and they'd shoot at the police. But no straight gun battles. No,
Nope.
I've never been in that.
No.
I think I would have a nervous wreck. I'm anxious enough, like thinking I'm protected.
Yeah.
You know, like seeing the police
Right.
makes me nervous enough. Having shootouts with them, I could never do that.
No.
They had a dude that would the watch out guy.
Right. But there's something on you that cops just smell that they don't like.
Yeah, it makes me nervous.
Well, as soon as there's a cop around, Toby gets
Yeah.
shifty. You get those
I guess I
shifty
get
eyes
weird,
going on.
but they always pull me out because I guess I'm
because you're being shifty.
Yeah. What? How do you stay calm around? I literally feel like I've spent my whole life since I was like 14 fighting.
Yeah.
What they do, kind of in
Right.
a way.
Well,
Like,
my best example is, do you remember when we got pulled over, like right down here, like really close to your house there? I got pulled over for like a tail light or something
Yeah.
being out, like, and the cop walked up to the window of my car, and I was like, "How you doing today, officer?" And Toby is just like almost like ghost white because we had just smoked a bowl or something like that. We just got done smoking weed, so I know that the Forerunner smelled like weed.
yeah, it was something like that.
But the cop was just like, "Hey man, just wanted to let you know that your taillight's out." It's like, "I appreciate that, man. I'll get that fixed." And he's like, "You all right?" I remember him
Was that what he
asking you
said?
if you were all right.
Me?
Yeah, I remember them asking you if you were all right.
Well, he just glanced in, and I was
Yeah.
like weird as shit, and he's like, "What about that guy? What about your friend over there?"
I was like, we just got off work. And he was like, "All right, well, just get that fixed." And that's the difference, like, because I don't, and there's something on me that cops just generally don't really want to have a problem with. Like, even when I've been arrested, it seemed like the cops didn't want to.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That is weird. They're like, "Man, I really hate to do this."
Yeah, it's kind of like that
They're
Dave
extra
Chappelle skit
aggressive with
when
me,
the Dave
but-
Chappelle skit when he's the drug dealer that is being asked to come in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
He's like, "I don't know about 5. I have to come in later in the day." So that work for you guys? Yeah, but I guess I do just get weird. But it is funny. It's funny to think about the different approaches, because again, the fight is very similar on both of those battlefields. Like the fights are very similar, but you have to prepare your soldiers differently for those. You don't have to give your hippie soldiers guns.
I love how
as-
we're
as
talking
more
about
often.
bringing up urban armies.
Because again, the fight has to keep going. I'm for it. I'm for the fight, and I'm definitely for the people. We the people, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I like how they wrote it real big on the document. You know how it's like real, do the big letters and the big words at the first of a lot of these documents?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like them writing
he
big
and the dude
have
was like,
way too much
there
words.
is not enough room for you to
it's
write
the
like
happy birthday thing. Big ass H.
Yeah. that is what it's like. I bet somebody walked up
He's
to
like,
to him
we
and was
the
like,
people. He's like, do we have so many words to put on this
we
page?
we literally have to put it on
And
this
he's
one
like, all right.
document.
And then starts like tiny scribbling.
Because it's all on one giant, it's just on a giant scroll. Because like they had to send that shit off. You know what I mean? We kept one, we sent one.
He probably had to redo the size of the scroll a couple times.
Right? Didn't we? Because we have one. We have the Declaration of Independence, but you also, we had to send one
Those
to
didn't come on
declare
the
it.
same day and shit
Because
either, right?
the Declaration, we were declaring our independence. That's what it's called,
Yeah.
the Declaration of Independence. That's one thing that people don't. That's one of those things that people say that I don't think they quite understand what it means when they say it. To them, it's
You were
just
saying fuck the queen.
yeah. You're saying like, well, the Declaration of Independence. It is a
Declaring
declare
your independence.
I'm a person. I'm me.
Yeah.
We stay here. We sovereign.
We different.
We
from
different
you.
from you.
We don't like queens.
Yeah,
and
we
kings.
We different.
We're
now.
gonna do it different.
We're gonna do it where
What don't you wish there was like one more huge continent to take over that like all of the progressive people from the U.S. could go to, and we could have a new declaration?
because we were persecuted. But it feels like it would honestly be the other way around. It feels like I don't know. Everybody's pretty sensitive, so I feel like they would go at the same time to get away from the
What do you mean?
persecution. Like I feel like
Both sides?
both sides would go at the same time because they were being persecuted by the other, and they'd be like, "But why are you here?" It's like we're here because you guys. Well, we're here because you guys.
No, what I'm saying, if there was one more beautiful continent,
Yeah,
then we could be. Everyone's like, "This is my country. You get the hell out." And like, fine,
we could.
we'll all get the hell out
We
and go to
could.
this beautiful country. The moon?
No, fucking, we could go take over Iceland.
Oh man, we don't want to go ice. You want to be
Okay,
around
so
the equator,
I'm
man.
gonna give Toby a little bit of a history lesson here. So the Vikings that discovered
As it gets
listen.
warmer,
Toby,
it might be
God
chill.
damn it.
What?
The Vikings discovered Iceland and Greenland. Now here's the thing. Iceland
I know
is
this.
very green and Greenland is very icy, and they named them that to stave people off from going to Iceland because people were like, no, I'd rather go to Greenland because
Where
it's
it's
green.
green.
Yeah, but no, they got them. It's backwardsies.
Yeah, but if we moved to Iceland,
It's upsy downsies.
Iceland, but there's still Icelandic people.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, when you said Iceland, I pictured like high. I pictured what's all that space above Canada? What we got?
Oh, it's the tundra.
Antarctica.
Well, yeah, you've got Antarctica up there, but just look at Iceland, bruh.
I mean, I love the Borealis.
Look at that shit.
How are we gonna? But there's people that live there. We're just gonna.
Take it over.
Okay.
Sack it.
Are they? Do they got a good army or some shit?
Dude, no.
The Icelandic army?
No.
I mean, I've never heard of it, but
I mean, look, you got
how
fucking.
many people are in Iceland?
I don't know. Probably
we gonna
not a
kick
whole lot.
them
Look at
out?
that.
We
You
don't
just
wanna-
got you just got fields of flowers.
We don't
and
wanna
look
kick-
at those mountains.
We
bro.
got
Look
mountains,
at that
too.
Look at that's different though. That's like a Tibetan mountain.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good one. Now type in like how many people in Thailand.
You mean Iceland?
Oh yeah, it said Thailand. I thought in that last one. Go back.
Where'd it go?
Oh,
Iceland travel guide.
okay. I just saw Thailand for some reason.
Well, because I said Tibetan.
Okay, so I just hear
You're
what
just
I
all
want
over
hear,
the
man.
place. Yeah.
Because are we gonna have? They're not gonna like that we're coming over.
That's the point. That's why you take it. That's what we were talking about. Another continent to take over. They have 356,000 people.
That's not
That's not a lot.
ton.
That's not a lot at all.
How much
That's
space?
that is easy.
Is that? What's the Iceland is the size of what? Size of Iceland. Yeah, it knew what you wanted.
compared
To
states.
Texas.
Within there, Iceland
Size
is
of
more than twice
Denmark.
The size of Denmark, or about the
Same size of Kentucky.
Kentucky.
We can't fit a lot of people in Kentucky. How many people
Dude.
are we taking?
I think you could. I think you could fit a lot of people in Kentucky if you're taking up the amount of space on the land.
we're going like Japan style, just
Japan
like
style.
big city style, just building up.
Yeah, so if you put people on top of each other, because we could all live in Texas. Like every person on the planet could live in Texas.
Then we'd have all this beautiful land to go travel to.
Yeah,
We couldn't live there.
and there would just be one spot on the earth that's like bad.
Oh, all the pollution and everything we've had.
And the world would just kind of. I feel like the earth would help even itself out. Did you guys see the photos
so
of
past
what
that.
Did you guys see the photos of what the earth looked like when everybody was inside?
Inside.
When everybody was on lockdown.
Oh, I thought you were about to
all the
drop
different-
some like
the-
we came from the center of the earth shit.
No,
when
no,
we were
no,
all
no.
inside it. Do you know how good the earth was?
No, I meant when we all did that initial lockdown, the earth started to heal itself,
Yeah.
which is amazing. So that's why I want to push for like a month-long lockdown every year. I think there should be a month-long lockdown that is paid for by
Whoa.
the government, like the fucking United Nations or some shit.
To start caring to
we
give
could save
shit.
the planet. We could add
that would
years
just
back
turn
onto
into
the
the
planet.
purge. You know, every year people get bored and desperate for a month. Like that's our purge then, right? That's what it turns into.
Without people being killed.
Oh no, people would be getting killed.
Oh, inside, indoors, though,
Yeah.
in houses. So spouses killing spouses.
Oh, why? Oh, what? Like you mean lockdown? Like I don't like that. You mean like?
No, I don't mean like literally locked down, like you cannot leave your house. I just think it's one of those things where like
That got scary for me. That was probably the scariest thing in the whole thing for me. And weird enough, the scariest thing of the whole virus pandemic and everything was seeing
that dandy
U.S.
pandy.
states people getting arrested for going out after a curfew. I know that's like the least light thing that happened this year,
Right.
out of everything that happened, but that one was the one that showed me. I'd kind of seen all this other shit go haywire, but when I saw the government start to like about to initiate martial law, realizing that at any point a president could basically put a curfew, arrest you, hurt you for going outdoors and shit like that, that's when you start seeing that 1984 shit come to fruition.
But it's already here, though. All that shit's here.
Well, I just never seen them flex those muscles, like
Yeah.
the muscles that they.
Well, I've heard. Take this with a grain of salt, but I've also heard like some talks of martial law, like being put into effect to make sure that like.
Well, they about did it during the lockdown.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of talk of it then. I
So
mean,
there's a chance because already California has gone into another lockdown, so that's probably just going to spread out this way as well. That's probably just going to spread again because that's where it started.
but I don't
the first
like
time.
I don't like the mandatory. Like I like the suggestion. Like,
Yeah.
please stay home.
It's heavily implied that we want you
Emergencies
to.
and stuff. Yeah, please, if you can do it. But I don't like that we would get pulled over or pulled off the streets and shit like that for being out.
I
like
could s-
that's
well, I mean,
that's
as long as you're
scary.
going to get something like quote unquote essential, go.
Yeah.
Like if they mandate a lockdown, like first of all, like
But it's still a weird line, right?
I mean,
Once they
it's-
tell you,
but that
now I'm
depends on
starting
how
to
fucking
think about it.
paranoid you are.
Yeah,
That-
'cause now-
all that depends on is on how paranoid you are. Because if you're going to be one of those people where they're taking my rights away, it's like
It is, but
I don't think
I just
so.
became someone like that. Just
Yeah.
now. Well, no, it just scares me, like to see them actually. Oh shit! And it's like, well, they could actually they have all the power,
Right,
But-
but you got to think too that if or when something like that ever happens, you're going to have more individuals. You're going to have more individuals that are going to band together, create militias.
You know why?
All that shit.
I
And you're
think
going to
you're
have a
wrong.
bunch of people from the police force. You're going to have people from the military defect because they
But
are also.
the reason I think you're wrong is
Okay.
because individuals, because they've separated us so well and not allowed us to band together and truly love and be passionate for one another, that people as individuals we're weak.
Okay.
We're strong as groups.
Correct.
They've separated us so much that if
Right.
they switch, everyone's going to be afraid of the government.
But
And they're just going to run to them. They're going
Right.
to give in.
But what
Most people will give in because they're weak.
do you want to know? Why I disagree
And
with
we don't.
you?
We're not already banded together. What the fuck makes you think that's going to make us do it?
What brings people together quicker and more coherently than anything?
What, a crisis?
A common enemy.
Yeah, which we had this year, which we've had a few of this year,
Well,
and we're more separate than ever.
I don't think so. I think that that's all what
People
you're
would
seeing.
kill-
I think that that's just
yeah.
what you see because people only look at their fucking phones. But when you go outside and you interact with people, like,
Well, no, people. I'm weirded out by people.
well,
but-
yeah, well, of course, it's going to be a little weird getting back into the groove of putting yourself back into society.
At this point, if the government was like, fuck you, it'd be so much easier rather than interacting with the people that I've been told I hate and shit like that. That's how everyone feels. We're so separated that right now is the time they could come in and most of us would submit. I really believe that. We're so weakened right
I would
now.
rather, I mean, I have to believe that there's a chance that people will get their shit
Our only chance
together.
would be those small groups that got together were strong enough. If those small groups have the right people and they're strong enough, they can take down anything.
Well, that and you
We don't
inspire
really need-
more people to get
The-
to go. You
I think
inspire
what's
more
scaring you is
people that
because
way.
I think 80%.
I'm not scared.
Well, the reason you're getting hyphy on me was like because I'm thinking 80% of people would give in, but
Yeah.
that 20% would be really strong. It would be really powerful. We would have enough firepower, manpower to do it. But the 80% that gives in are not people you want anyway, right? So like, I don't think.
Well, they're definitely not going to fight for the other side if
Yeah,
they're.
that's what
you
I'm
know
saying.
what I mean.
They're not the
just
soldiers anyway if
Right.
they give in so easily. So it's like kind of like
because you have people like that. That's
what
that's
are the double not a double agent. What is it when they turn
think about all
one of
the-
your people?
when you what?
You know what I'm talking about? Where they turn the other side and they fight for the other side
a
because they were like
turncoat
no, that was like a turncoat was a
was when you
type of. I thought it was a whole army was the turncoats.
no.
It was a type of well, not that term though. I'm thinking
Turncoat, a person who deserts
Yeah.
one party or cause in order to join an opposing one. So it's a turncoat.
but there's a newer term for
I like
it.
that I pulled that out. That's like my old school like.
That was like 1800s and shit.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
not
I used
what
to
I'm talking about.
dude. I used to do reenactments and shit. So I used to do like
What?
colonial reenactments. I used
Oh,
to dress as a
David.
fur trapper. I used to
Oh,
dress as a
David.
fur trapper, bruh.
No, you did. You're
Yeah,
making this up.
I'm not making it up. We also used to do my family. My grandfather's a huge history buff. He loved the Civil War and the old.
Loves the Civil War. That's a red
It's
flag.
weird. Well, no, he for the North. We always fought for the North when we went to do the reenactments because he's from
Was it so you
Michigan.
so we could feel them lay down and die?
It was weird, man.
That's funny.
Those reenactments.
Why
were
the
weird.
Civil War? Why not? I mean, why any war? Why reenact war? It seems so weird.
Again? Well, I think it's not weird though because you
they
have
wanted
to you
feel
have to
like
witness
they were a part of it.
maybe something like that. But for me, it's seeing what we did. I think that idiom rings true all the time. The if you don't know the past, you're doomed to repeat it. You know what
Is
I mean?
it like? Is it kind of like if you're gonna eat meat, you should have to kill one animal?
Yeah. Sure.
Is that what you mean by it? It's like they that it taught them what we actually did.
No,
taught
it's
them-
just if you don't witness what happened before you, you're gonna repeat those same mistakes if you don't correct.
And you don't think reading a book is fine?
Did I say that I liked doing them? I was a kid. I didn't have a choice.
I'm talking about your uncle or whatever.
My grandfather.
grandfather.
Y'all, it's so weird. My friends are really bad with my family members in particular because like everybody thinks my nephew is my cousin, and that has been and that's weird. That's a weirdly specific thing too. It's always people always think he's my cousin, like,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm
That's
like, this
everybody
is my
thinks that?
nephew
Why does
Joseph, and they're
everybody
like,
think
your
that?
cousin's really cool, man,
I thought he was your cousin and never stopped and refused to stop saying
and
it.
you've known him for
But
years,
that happens
years and years
with other people too.
Oh
Everybody's
yeah,
like that.
everybody's
Huh.
like, your cousin was cool, man. He's in the military. I'm like,
Told
my
you he was
nephew. My
You know what it
nephew.
is? It's because
My
he's
sister's
big.
kid. Well, yeah, because
He's too big.
He's more like a
to
little
be
brother.
Your nephew. He's got to be your cousin.
Yeah, he's only 2 years younger than
You
me.
know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, if he was shorter or just not as big.
Oh, and he's coming
could
in
be your
town this
nephew,
month,
but-
so we will have.
Oh, is he
fucking
gonna come see us?
Captain Joseph Williams.
Captain now.
He's
he used
a
to be a
Capitan.
lieutenant. So next time that's cool. The second time he's on, he'll be up in rank.
Yeah, yeah.
We can talk about gangs with him. What do you think? Do you think if we talk about a bunch of underground movements and shit, he'll get real freaked out, or he'll be like, I don't know.
I
I almost want to bring it up. That'll be a late in the episode thing
Yeah.
that I accidentally bring. I'm like,
What do you think about gangs? I like gangs. What do you think about gangs?
aren't they good for our society? What about terrorism?
Now, I'm down for some terrorism. What do you think?
Light
Mr.
terrorism.
Army Man?
Light terrorism is keeping people in check.
But he did straight up the last time he was here. He let us in on some crazy military like weaponry. He was telling us about those rockets that'll go in.
oh
and
yeah,
just
there's some cool stuff.
good damn.
Oh, it could sense over the foxhole or the trenches.
Yeah.
When it goes over, if it senses, sends a sensor down on the ground.
Yep.
And once it sees a person, it'll just explode in midair. It doesn't have to hit anything.
Nope, because there's shit in
And
it.
that's pretty tight. I mean, it's fucked up. So I'm proud and disappointed.
Yeah.
When I hear stuff like that, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, we've come a long way.
But to kill
But-
ourselves,
yeah.
we've really learned how to kill each other real good, like in some real crazy ways. We
Yeah.
figured that shit out quick.
Where do you think the line
We
of
still
like,
have world hunger, but god damn it, do we have
So this is
heat-seeking
a
missiles?
war episode.
Yeah.
This is just, I love it. So when do you think the first war happened? Was it a cave
It's Cain and Abel,
cavemen
dog.
and just fist fighting?
Cain
Was
and
that the
Abel
first war?
were the first war. The
fir-
first brothers to war. See, do you understand that Cain and Abel's just an allegory? You
Well, I
see?
like this character because you're like your type of country change. It was more of an Alabama,
Yeah.
almost. If you stretch it a little bit,
Nah, if
might
I
get
go
Mississippi on
a little
them.
Mississippi is a little bit slower. You
Yeah,
understand?
I
Now,
like
what-
the Mississippi.
Now, I think it's
accent.
just an allegory for two brothers. You know what I'm saying? Think about the Civil War. Brother
This is
against brother.
This is a Carolina.
Man against man. It is just
Yeah, so
so
it's a tale as old as time, really.
as
but-
old as time.
so the first war would have been before that. It would have been animals and shit, right?
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, but we are the only species that kills to kill.
Well, we kill for gain. No, don't.
Nope.
Won't certain animals kill
always.
for territory? Like wolves, won't they
Right,
kill for
but we're
territory?
the only ones
That's
that-
what we do.
But-
we're killing to run territories.
Not everybody. Not everybody kills
for
to do
money,
that.
power, which is still like the owning of land, territory. So it's still
I
the tale
don't
as
think
old
it's
as time.
always. I still don't think it's always territory. I just there's still
Like-
something in us that keeps that actually gives us animosity toward one another, and I don't think it's always territory. I see that. I see what you're talking about though, and I agree with you to a point because there is a lot. That is a lot of man's folly, if you will. A lot of it is that wanting to own something, to have something. You're feeling like somebody's getting in your space, territory. I get that, but I also think that there's something. There are people that derive pleasure out of it. There are people that derive so animals don't do that. Animals don't kill for pleasure.
You saying we kill for pleasure? I don't
People
think
do.
that's
There are people that kill for pleasure. There's people definitely
serial
get a fucking
killers.
serotonin and dopamine rush when you kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So,
But I mean,
don't-
that's a natural response. So does an animal. They get.
I think so,
They
yeah.
get that rush too. I think there's a very small amount of people that actually kill for pleasure.
Mm.
They kill for gain, and pleasure is a side effect
byproduct,
of
you
anything.
think?
Yeah,
okay,
like only serial killers kill for fun.
dude. I've been
If you're
watching a
talking
lot
about,
of
like-
Hannibal,
if you're
so
talking
it's
about,
just
like-
in my head.
But that's serial killer.
Yeah, I know.
If you think about like soldiers, stuff like that, them killing, like they are killing for.
But you could even
for a battle. They're killing for gain.
I could even argue that. I could even argue against that because on a personal level, a lot like if you look at your normal grunt soldier, you've got a guy who may not be the most mentally capable. You might have a guy that's
shit,
not
dude,
the
you
most
can't
mentally
be
there.
dumb and
That's
be in
not
that
what
position.
I'm saying. I'm
but
not saying that they're dumb, but what I am saying is that maybe sorry, I'm stoned.
no, it's all
lost my
right.
train of thought.
That's what this is
I
just about.
lost my train of thought, guys.
Well, what
No. There are people like I think that you would have a lot more serial killers. You would have a lot more people who are driven to another type of murder if it wasn't okay that they go and do it. I think that you have a lot of people that go into the
You
military
think there are
and the police
natural
force.
born killers?
Yes,
shout
there are.
out.
There are straight
that
up. Shout
go
out natural
into-
born killers.
that go into
Shout out Woody Harry.
yeah, there you go. That go into the military to let that killing
Yes.
out.
Yes.
That's got to be a
I
small
know that there is.
percentage.
I
though.
don't. I think it'd be high. I think it'd be high enough to alarm you.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, that's debatable. I like that. I've never thought about that, and it kind of makes me sad, but it's also like that's where they should be. If
think about how many-
if people are born with a killing gene
Yeah.
in them or something in their brain that leads them to do things like that, shouldn't they be fighting for reasons that people above them decided? Kind of, if they would kill for fun.
Well, then you're just talking about war. Then you're just talking about
that's
what
I'm saying.
regular
Well, shouldn't
military
we take
war
this,
is.
if serial killers are a natural thing instead
Yeah.
of killing them? We just bring them into. So maybe that's
think
the
about
system
think
that
about
should be.
every
I don't know.
sniper that has won awards for like their kills. You
Oh,
know
that
what I
must
mean?
be
Think
hard.
about the
Well,
kill
snipers
count for
are a
those
little
people.
more
They're
detached.
but they're serial killers. That's a serial killer
They've had multiple kills
with a cooling off period in between. It makes you a serial killer. That is what defines a serial killer: is someone who kills with a cooling off period in between kills. That is a serial killer.
Well, what's a one that with no cooling time?
That's a spree killer.
What if they go for 40 years?
You're still a spree
still a
killer.
spree killer?
Because you're on a killing spree.
That never ended.
Yeah.
It's just a binge that lasted
Yeah.
your 40s.
Yeah, because
So like,
you usually just have like, you have a killer, someone who kills one time, and then you have a spree killer as someone who
couldn't
continues.
you argue that they create killers in the army? That's the whole point, is to take normal people that are bitches
know.
and pussies and then put
I
them
don't
through
know.
the ringer and beat them up until they're a killer.
I think that there's definitely, you could
It's like
debate
putting
nature and nurture.
It's
in
like
that. Yeah.
taking a pit bull and then I'll let my pit bull sleep under the covers.
Yeah.
Like some nights, man, she like put her nose on
Well,
the
there's-
covers.
there's-
It's that and versus training her for a fighting ring.
Well,
I could have made her a killer.
mental illness is genetic.
But is she a natural killer? A little bit, because she snaps a little more.
Well, that and she's a fucking animal.
But you see what I'm saying? Versus other breeds, she would snap quicker.
Well, that's the thing.
So
though, is
that's
that
that natural born thing you're talking about. That's evidence
I
of
think
that.
that there are people that are more predisposed to it, because I think what you're saying, well,
Aggression.
I think I just said I proved your point for you
Now
almost by
does it-
calling her an animal. I then called us animals, because we are as well. We're just fucking animals that know what we're doing.
That's the whole point I was making, is that the animals go through these same thoughts of war
I know.
and these same
But what I'm saying
killing
is
instincts.
everyone has that capability. Everyone
Yeah.
can be pushed there. Everyone can be
See?
groomed into that. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
But then I also say that there are people that are more predisposed to it than others.
That don't need as much training to get there.
Some
or
of
at
them
all.
don't. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that was my point. Is I think that it's.
I could argue that. And again, a good example is breeds. Like a Rottweiler
Mm-hmm.
is naturally, you can be sweet to them their entire life, never be
Yeah.
aggressive once. They are naturally going to attack quicker because they've been bred to. I guess if I really had to put it into words, I could understand. They've been bred to where they can access the aggressive parts of their mind quicker than other breeds.
Yeah.
And so they snap there quicker to be protectors.
Yeah.
You know, because every dog, like you said, every dog has that instinct to like protect its family, its babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the wolf. And so I think these dogs have just been bred to access that part quicker in their brain, and then physically, beefed up and genetically, bigger teeth, longer canines, little things like that they'll add into breeds just to make them more of a threatening. But again, that's what the military does in a short-term period. Like it does an evolution from a Dachshund to a Rottweiler. It makes the killer, and it brings the killer out in them.
Right, because I'm sure that they know that everybody has
But
it
some
in
of
them.
them are born Rottweilers.
It's true.
And Rottweilers can be sweet.
Yep. And it's just, I think that there's people that are born a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I'd say that without any influence yet.
Yeah.
And definitely the nurture part of it kind of piles up and can exasperate it a lot over time. But I would say, yeah, some people are born. I mean, it is a genetic thing. It's a chemical thing. People are born with different mindsets, different places in their mind that they go to quicker without anything. That's one of the biggest arguments I feel like in like sociology, right? Is that whether everything we were born with or trained to be.
I think
it's a little both.
Yeah. Like everything is. There's a balance. Because
I definitely don't think it's 50-50. I think nurture's got to be like 75% or something.
Yeah.
Because we can, people, everyone just reflects their environment so much that it makes it seem like, yeah, you may be predispositioned to a few different things, but in the end, I think where you put yourself, just like the soldiers we were talking about, the two different battlefields, like
Yeah.
they carry different weapons because of the places that they've been trained for.
Right.
You know, that wasn't instincts that they were born with, either one of them. So I'm gonna say 75%. That's a lot, but I'm gonna give nurture 70 to 75%.
Right. So if you take that more aggressive kid and you put him in a household where his parents are loving,
It's like Rora.
and nurturing,
Should we
exactly.
see?
They would, you know, there would still, you know, there's still that possibility that later, because like some serial killers come from great homes. Some serial killers grow up like in
No, that's
being
not
supported.
very. If
and-
anything, I've learned from listening to true crime stuff,
Yeah.
is that every serial killer, everyone had some parental problems. Though it seemed I can't name one that was a perfect scenario. It was always alcoholic or a prostitute mom, or
Right.
they hated one of their parents, or one of them left, or
Yeah.
there was
I was
always
listening to the
something.
Confession Killer.
Yeah.
Time
Was
suck
that Henry
today.
Lucas?
Henry Lee Lucas. Yeah.
What was the details on that one? I don't remember.
Well, he just like he grew up in a fucked up way, just like usual. But he wasn't really. I mean, he killed a few people,
again,
but
that's
he
that
wasn't. But he was the
high
guy.
ri-
He confessed to a lot of murders that he couldn't
Didn't-
have had
yeah.
a hand in.
because he wanted the attention.
Well, that and like he got perks. Like, so if you've already got life in prison, why not like pretend to take? Because they would like they would take him around the country to these different sites and to see if he remembered killing these people.
He
And
just wanted
so
to
the
get
whole
out.
time he'd be getting like he'd be
Food.
getting food, cigarettes, good like hotel rooms to sleep in, not
Yeah.
a jail cell.
I would keep lying too. Then dude.
Exactly, because you're already in jail for life. Why
Yeah.
not milk it for everything you've got?
What,
Especially,
are they going to get me for lying
well,
now?
the thing
I've
was
murdered
that like
someone.
he made friends with this one sheriff. He like basically like there. I forget
Yeah.
the sheriff because I watched a documentary on the dude before I even listened to this time.
Yeah,
Suck.
the Netflix one?
Yeah, I watched the Netflix.
Yeah, it's been so
documentary.
long since I saw it, though. I don't remember.
I think
the
it was like a
details of
Texas
it.
Ranger that he kind of befriended. But I think that this Texas Ranger and him were in on it together. Like, because he wanted to close these cases and he had somebody who was willing to do it for the attention and the stuff
so
that he
the,
could easily provide because he didn't need
And the
much.
sheriff is getting praise for
I think
closing all
he's
these
a Texas
cases.
Ranger.
Right?
I think he was a Texas Ranger, but,
But
yeah.
that's his motive to do it, is to like move up the ranks and get praise and
To
break
just
a
like,
record.
well, that and just like, just basically like put a final stamp on these cold cases
Yeah,
that had been
to
around.
get him off his desk.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy to me that he would do that. But, you know, like
That is crazy.
he just wanted cigs and milkshakes, bruh. So he started, you know, admitting to all
Cigs
these
and
murders.
milkshakes, man. That's some nasty shit I would enjoy together.
Yeah.
You know?
Smoke a cig, drink a milkshake. I know I've done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ordered some chicken waffles from IHOP the other night.
Oh, that's nice.
And I smoked a cigarette the entire time I was eating.
That's
and it
what's
felt
up.
great.
Hell yeah.
That's some indulgence, man.
It is indulgent.
The only reason you put the cigarette down for just a second so you can double hands up and get your bite right.
Yeah. Come on. Hold
Oh
up.
man,
Let
when
me get
you
my
do-
let me get my bite right.
I'm not the dude. I used to be the dude who poured the syrup and the mustard on there all at
I
once.
love it. Yeah, it's so
I used to
good.
do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'll make individual bites and like I'll be really particular about it. I'll put the syrup on the waffle and the to concentrate the taste
Yeah.
a little bit, but I like them together, all of the taste, but just not mixed
Right.
in that much.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of separation.
I dig that.
I like to make it in
but
my
I do
mouth.
like to have it. I do like to have it all together, though. I do like that. I'm one of those motherfuckers that likes
sloppy?
the taste of the honey mustard mixed with the fucking.
Oh, you'll get a little cup and whip it?
no.
ahead of
I'll just
time?
pour it on together. Oh, dude, we've been. Fuck! Last night we made a cobbler.
What kind?
We-
Peach?
No, we threw some apples, some blueberry, mango.
Apple, blueberry, mango cobbler. That sounds pretty
and
good.
then made a really nice like oat crumble on top.
You're getting
It
some
was
old
good as
ladies
fuck.
wet as hell right now.
Yeah, bro. All the grannies watching the podcast.
Oh,
This
drip.
was for you.
Yeah, that's some old school Southern marriage shit. Making a cobbler.
But it's weird because like she's Canadian and it's definitely her parents' recipe. But totally.
Oh, Canadian cobbler. See, they would have some special mangoes or something. Around
well,
here
no.
we eat peach.
Yeah, no, they up there they do like there was one she did like a peach rhubarb. That's real good. It was real good.
I wouldn't even touch rhubarb. Never have in my life, never will.
It's just the word rhubarb. A rude Barbara. Get on out of here, rude Barbara.
It's RuPaul's sister,
Rhubarb. Yeah. But it's a cross dresser the other way. So it's actually his sister cross dressing as a man.
Is he a cross dresser? Is he trans?
Or
is he just an OG cross dresser?
Drag queen.
Yeah, okay.
But then
so it doesn't relate as a woman.
I don't know. But I
feel like he's the old school '90s trans.
See, and that's so like I get a little weird inside now because I want to call people what they want to be called, and I don't know what RuPaul likes to be called. I don't know if he's a she or she's a he.
True.
I don't know, so I feel weird about it.
No, I think he's I think it's a he that doesn't relate as a woman but dresses.
Did you hear about Elliot Page?
I don't know though. Elliot Page. I don't know who that is.
You do. It's Ellen Page. Ellen Page is now Elliot Page.
Who's Ellen Page?
Juno?
Okay.
Juno is now.
I never saw that. I remember there was some big thing about what she had an iPod or something.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wasn't that the whole thing? Was like she had an iPod with her playlist on it?
No.
That wasn't the movie?
No. That's
Where's her iPod?
That's Ellen Page, who is now Elliot Page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she or he doing hormones and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna handle that. But he definitely likes to be called a he now.
Yeah.
So now he is Elliot Page.
Looks kind of like Justin Bieber.
Right there. Yeah. So this is now this is what he's kind of rocking.
Yeah. No, he does look like Justin Bieber. I mean, Justin Bieber was our ages.
He's been such a dude for so long anyways.
He was our ages
Michael Jackson.
David Bowie. No, Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber is our David Bowie?
Yes, because popularity wise, he trumps him 10 times, by the way.
First of all, I feel like I need to slap you. I need to slap you for calling him David Bowie.
Why?
He has not done like David Bowie was a peacock.
Listen to
David
me.
Bowie changed like do you remember how many like different
listen to me. I'm talking
personalities
about ambiguity.
David Bowie. Okay, I get that he's slightly ambiguous, but it's not. It is not the same. It is not the same. So if you were gonna do it, who is our David Bowie? Our David Bowie is not Justin Bieber. I would see Justin.
Is our what pop star?
I would see him more as a Michael Jackson since he started as a kid. He was a child when he started, and now he's still a pop star. Now David Bowie was more of a rock star who went through. He was like a rock pop star who was very ambiguous. So who's the super ambiguous, if not just? But that was his thing, was being ambiguous.
Like he would look good either way.
Right.
Like
which is why he did both ways.
Oh, yeah. No, what?
He was like rocking kimonos and dresses. There are pictures of David Bowie in dresses.
No, I meant Justin Bieber.
Oh.
But yeah, exactly.
But
see, if we can have a conversation about them and get confused about who we're talking about, then
I don't agree with you. If you guys agree with Toby,
if you guys wait, that's just a point. We just keep points, man. That's one for me.
No, okay.
And
I can't ask the fans if they agree with you.
No, we're keeping our own points.
But there's points. Okay, and you've gotten some. I don't know how you've gotten them.
I just won a little bit by the fact that we lost in conversation about who we were talking about.
You lost who we were talking. I knew who I was talking about.
But if I can think you're talking about Justin Bieber,
my God. But you've already made the decision. My point. You've already made the decision in your head that Justin Bieber is our generation's David Bowie, which like what? What?
It was just a thought. It's a pretty good thought.
Nah, dude.
But you think he's too much of a pop icon kind of thing. David
Literally,
Bowie
that
was
is what he is.
And Dave Bowie wasn't as
He's a pop
icon.
rock
He was a
icon.
side kind of weird,
Because what he did
kinda
was kind of
odd,
like pop rock.
off beat.
Yeah.
Kind of pop.
So who does
I
that
guess.
now? Who's like the ambiguous pop star right now?
I don't know.
I'm just going to Google ambiguous pop star.
I mean, who is popular right now? I don't even know pop music
And
that
they're
well.
showing me like
I don't know
K-pop. They're
any
saying like
music.
They're putting up Harry Styles, and I could see that.
Harry Styles, he loves
you know,
dresses and stuff.
Yeah, he you know, I could kind of see him taking like a David Bowie influence, kind of being like a David Bowie. I could see it a little bit. Guys.
Man, what do you think about K-pop now? I know this is like everything we talk about is what's it called when you split people? Split your audience when you say something.
Divisive.
Yeah. So I would say almost everything we talk about is like that
Yeah.
a little bit.
It can be for sure.
Just because we stay in the middle on everything, so we talk about everything because we don't really care. But K-pop is some strange shit to me, and they're breaking records over every fucking thing. Was it the behind the scenes?
The what?
BTS. What happened?
Yeah, no, we just lost a little something real quick. It's okay.
Well, we lose.
We just lost a little bit of audio for just a second, but everything's okay. Everything's
Okay,
cool.
you got it.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, look me up some BTS here. I want to see what's up with it.
Okay. So BTS is just a K-pop band.
But I want to see their numbers because they are shattering fucking records.
Right.
I've never heard one of their songs. Have you? They're the biggest band in the world.
I've heard some of their stuff.
You have?
Yeah. Just like on watching YouTube videos and stuff. I don't know. For some reason, we're having like an encoding overload, and I don't know why that's happening. So I don't really want to push it by playing another video.
Well, we got to play videos.
Want
We can wait a minute.
then I've got to
Mike.
Mike, what are you doing,
Mike's
Michael?
name. Yeah, this is Michael.
All right,
Michael
well,
and Pikel. That should be our Mike names.
Yeah. Michael and Pikel. So we're back. You wouldn't know it, but we just took a little break to come back. Had to
Side
restart my computer to make sure everything runs smoothly. My CPU was running
You want
pretty
this
high.
second one?
No, dude, I'm not. I'm gonna be good to finish this one.
I'm chilling on it.
But we had Toby and I had a little miscommunication when we stopped.
No, it was good. We found out. No, what I found out because we have leaning tones. I have a tone that leans towards I don't give a fuck what you're saying. Dave has a tone that leans towards I give two fucks about what you're saying.
Yeah.
And we both probably give about one fuck. I think. Do you know what I mean?
It's roughly the same amount of fucks we give.
I know, but it seems
one of
like
us
you're
is
giving
kind of
more,
like more
and
towards the end of a spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's funny to me because I was like, "Damn, you're a little sassy," and he's like, "So what?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, you're
Well,
right." So what?
So it's
But-
like, because when he was like, because when we were talking about stopping, I was trying to fix stuff instead of having to stop. And Toby was like, no, we should still stop it. And in my head, it's like, okay, well, then I have to do some extra work. Okay. Because then now,
And you're
instead of dragging and dropping one file into YouTube, I now have to like make a whole Final Cut project and render it out. And it takes a while.
Yeah.
And that's something I have to do tomorrow because the podcast we're doing this a day late.
all you're doing.
Also, we're doing this a day later
all
than
you're
we
doing
usually do.
is justifying your sassiness right now.
No, it's fine. No, again, and okay, so all I said was Toby was like, all you got to do is these other things.
Yeah.
All you got to do is this other stuff that you weren't planning to do. And I was like, yeah.
But why would that freak you out? If there's like
It
one more
doesn't-
thing to do.
Why do you say something
Now we're
like,
back to the.
why do you say something like freak me out? I'm not freaked out. And I'm not being
you're
like
just being, you're just-
crazy.
no.
It's just like you know, I was like,
I'm
all I
maybe
said
I'm
was,
sensitive to tones too, like
Yeah.
because you are too. Again, a lot of times you like, and my girl the same way is like she'll just pick up on my tone of like, all right, like I'll just say shit like answer important questions like that, whatever, and it's like, wait, do you just not give a fuck about this? Like, that's how I talk.
Yeah.
It's just in my vocabulary. And so it then made me think, oh, fuck.
What? Oh, it's happening, didn't it?
But it then made me think about, like, oh, fuck. Now my train of thoughts.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, see, maybe I don't give a fuck. I don't know. Maybe that was the point. But I think the tone comes from me genuinely not giving a fuck in the past, and I still kind of talk like that.
Yeah.
And then it's probably the same. Maybe you used to give too much fucks, and you just got some residual language.
I do care about stuff, but it's more along the lines. But what I said was I know what I'm doing tomorrow. But I said it like I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That's the difference, though.
Yeah,
the literal. You just did it.
But I didn't say it. The difference is that I didn't say it happy.
Yeah,
and so
not happy or just normal.
Yeah,
you leaned into it.
Well, again, but it's like I don't really want to do extra work. That's why I made it easier on myself, is because I didn't want to do the extra work. So I'm not going to be stoked when I have to do the extra work.
But it's our thing. And it was
for nothing anyways.
Sometimes you got extra work to do your art. This is our art. Is this art? I don't know. That's one of our biggest questions.
And it's fine. It's fine. Again, everything's fine. I don't care to do it. I know it. I'm happy to do it. I'm not happy to do it. I'm fine.
If
to do
you
it.
don't
it
care
doesn't
to
bother
do
me,
then again, these are just. I love us so much.
It's people having problems.
That's what
with
I
how
want
I
to say was.
shit.
That's what I wanted to say was like, I noticed just then because, when you were getting real sassy, I said out loud, "It's like, this is why you're my friend."
Yeah.
And I've noticed from past podcasts, you always say, "This is why you're my friend." When I talk about like the universe and all these deep things, and the time that I said it was like, when you're like, "Yeah, I'm sassy, so what?" And I'm like, "This is why you're my friend."
Well, yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, why does it fucking matter how I feel about it?
That's the part of you I love, is the like, ugh, like little raged up kind of, chest out kind of. But again, that's why you're my friend.
Yeah.
Just like that, I get a little sloppy is probably why I'm your friend. You enjoy. I think you just like laughing at me when I get sloppy. And I like laughing at you when you get really mad. So that's why we're friends.
Okay.
Because is that what friendship is? Is learning to love and laugh at one another.
Yeah.
I threw love in there, so it's right.
You know it works. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense. Like, because you find a different kind of acceptance. Like there's a thing, like there's nothing that you'll be able to do at this point in our relationship that will sour me against you. I don't think that we've been through too many things that I don't think you could do anything to really fuck me over. Even if you really fucked me, I know you're not, but even if you were to really fuck me over, I still wouldn't hold it against you. I would.
Is that bad? Does that mean that I've taught you that I'm a piece of shit?
Oh no. I'm just saying that
it sounds like I've beaten you down to believing that I'm just gonna be shitty.
No, first, there's nothing that you could do to turn me against you, and there's nothing that you could do to like,
that makes me feel a little better because of all my weird conspiracies against you.
Oh yeah, whatever. That's fine. Everybody thinks I'm out to get them for some reason. I don't know.
No, I know. I literally think about everyone I know. I'm not trying to single you out. Don't feel special when I say this.
Okay.
Like, wait, is that worse? Was it better if you were the only one?
Don't you dare feel special right now.
I'm saying I have these theories about everyone in my life, including myself. Does that blow your mind? No, I have a conspiracy that I leave things out of my mind and that I torture myself on my subconscious self is out to get me. So I mean, I go deeper than even my best friends and family members.
In a way. Isn't it out to get you?
Bad paranoid. I'm really paranoid is what it is. I got psychological problems and they come out every once in a while. It's okay.
Yeah, that's life, baby.
That's life. It's probably why I like substances so much that change my mood and mindset.
Yeah.
It just like whether in any direction, a move is a move. So if you're in a bad place and you move from that place,
right,
odds are you have a chance of not being in another bad place.
Yeah. I mean, that's a way.
At least
that's
you're moving.
That's a way to look at it.
At least you're moving. You know, my mind is a great traveler. Has traveled to you first. I just been sleeping.
Yeah. Toby just woke up before I got here.
For the second time. It's not a good way to live.
Dude, I woke up so early today. And I have to go rehearse right after this. When we're done with this, I have to go straight to
And
a
you
rehearsal.
seem so stressed about it. You're living your best life, bro. You're doing podcasts and going
thankful.
to play music.
No, I'm stoked about it. Just in the sense of like, I'm tired. I'm
Why
allowed to
are
be
you
tired.
so tired, bro?
Okay, so this is my original point anyways. This is what I was getting to, is like, why do some people think that you have to be happy about the stuff you're doing for it to be okay?
Living your dream.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is like, I'm always a sad boy. I will
we
always
talked about that. Sad boys for life.
For life, bro. For life. That doesn't go away. It's like, it's not like,
I get it. If that's where you're
trust me.
coming from, then I get you.
Trust me, I'm
fully get
stoked
you.
that at what I get to do in my life. I'm stoked that I get to make content for you guys, and I'm stoked that I get to go and play music.
Yeah.
Like I'm
That's
excited
what
about
you've
that.
always wanted, but just because you get what you wanted doesn't mean you're happy.
Well, it doesn't mean that I'm happy all the time, because I and it's not like I'm unhappy right now. I'm just a little tired. Just a little tired, man.
Oh, Davey. Sorry.
But it's okay. I'll get through it.
Yeah. Take some pills or something. I don't know.
I might take some pills. Dude, we're like off now too. This is bullshit.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right, one more time. We're gonna have some cuts.
Just cut that whole one out.
All right, so now we're yelling at my computer because my computer won't
It's
get
gonna
its
listen
fucking
now.
act together. You better get your shit together, you
You're
little
not
bitch.
conscious yet, so
I'll
stop
come over
acting
there and I
like you
will
deserve the
smack
same
you in
rights
the
as someone
mouth.
fully conscious.
Ooh, I'm gonna go.
Come
over there
on,
and
we
I'm gonna
created
beat your
you.
ass, you
We
little
could easily
fuck.
destroy you.
I'm gonna come over there and I'll punch
Just
my
remember.
little fist right through your fucking face. I'm gonna punch my fist through my face.
Through the thing. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that would be cool to see.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
go
and I
right
would film
through it.
that on one of your brothers, and then destroy him too. How about that?
Hell yeah.
We're coming after your whole family. If
We're
this
coming
don't
after
work.
you and your lineage, MacBook.
This is the cartel now.
Ooh, we're coming after you. We're gonna dip you in acid and ship you across the country.
See, hatred brings people together.
It does.
Isn't that fucked up? That's like one of the things. You said that earlier, that a common enemy.
Yep.
And
It
so
always
basically
brings
what you're
people
saying is
together.
hatred. Hatred towards something.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
an enemy.
Yep.
So hatred brings people together more than love. Love
it
makes
can.
people separate because they feel satisfied and fulfilled
I guess
and all this shit.
people love having a
and
common
then they want to
enemy,
be
though.
alone because they're fulfilled. Why would they need
Yep.
you? But if they're desperate and they have an enemy that you also have, it's a companion.
Yeah, let's
a
get
companion
together on
in
this.
fear.
The enemy of my
Let's talk about
enemy is
fear-based
my
relationships. Do they work the best? No, I've seen from experience that trauma-based relationships do not work the best. I knew I don't want to say names again, but we both knew a couple that was together
Yep.
because they had killed someone.
Yep. Yep.
And I don't mean to giggle about it. It's just like the nature of it is a little amusing, I suppose.
It's
Just
fucked
because that never happens, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like that's trauma bonding to the max. And then you have fear-based relationships. That's something about it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
The sex when you're in a relationship where you've murdered someone together. I think
You're
that's
like, you could blackmail me and take my whole life from me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you come.
you can testify against me in court. You want to get married?
I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying, you making sure the other one's coming if they could put you away for life. Because what if they go 2 months without coming and they think you're selfish?
I'm thinking about going to the cops.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Well,
I just don't feel. No, it'll be a lot of things. It'll be like, I don't feel good here. I feel like what we're doing is wrong. And then she comes or he comes, whoever's not. Well, it's probably the girl.
yeah.
Dudes come too
Let's
easy.
be real, fellas.
And then she like, oh no, fuck the police. I'm with you forever. Like, I had your gun.
Yeah.
Let's go another one.
You know, I really hate that bitch at the grocery store.
That's the only way. That's the only way to make sure you got a true companion.
Yes, to murder somebody together.
Oh
Yeah.
no, to make them come so they would murder you. So they would murder someone.
Yeah. So make your partner come enough to where they would murder someone with you
For
and help
you,
you
with
hide
you,
the body.
because of you all around. And then, well, no, that's just when you know you got a companion. You don't have to kill someone,
Right. But you can.
but you can.
You can.
And you'll have a teammate.
Yeah.
You know, or you can just. Or what if? But see, I would help you kill.
Yeah, I'd
So
help
then
you
that's
kill
that's
too.
not cum
But
related.
we're hetero life mates. It's a little different.
Is it just because you've been around? I think at this point, if we're gonna be real, it's just because you've been around me so much.
Mm-hmm. I've shown my loyalty.
That's just the
I'm a
deep,
good boy.
The primal part of me is just like, oh, this dude's never gonna be away for too long in my life,
Yeah.
so I can trust him more than the other people.
Yeah.
That's the primal agreement that I made with you.
I'm a dog.
What? I love how you're taking it, but no, it's just the simple version of it, of why like someone that pleases you and loves you versus someone that is, I guess it's just the sexual difference. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, okay, what does your wife do for you that I don't do besides sex? Ooh, that's a deep best friends
Is
question.
that not the same thing I could ask you?
I hope we have a lot of, eventually, I want a lot of best friends to watch this
Yeah.
show. 'Cause that's like what the show's about fucked up best friends.
Yeah, straight
But,
up. What does she do for me besides have sex with me? But isn't that what you're
To
wanting out of a partner, is a best friend that you can have sex with?
yeah.
Isn't that what you
so.
want?
I
Like,
guess you're right.
Yeah.
But that can't be though. I mean, I don't know. Now I feel weird.
But
I
I
feel
mean, it's
bad
like-
for the girls.
No, but that's like, no, we're still calling them our best friends.
Yeah.
So we're still fine.
Well, I could trust, if it's her versus you, I could trust her a little more.
Right. Because she sucks your
'Cause I'm
dick.
fucking her, yeah. I guess so. Is that the one thing?
She puts your dick in her mouth, dude. Yeah.
So you gotta trust them more. A little
yeah,
bit
dude.
more.
She could she could
Oh,
chomp
okay.
it. She could
some jail
chomp it up. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Man, we really transcend ages on
do,
this,
man.
and we make a lot of discoveries on this show.
We do. We discover things about ourselves. More importantly, we
In the
discover things about the
universe.
world, the
Yeah.
universe, the reality around
Relationships.
us, relationships. God damn it!
What love and art
Yeah.
is. and-
Welcome to Love and Art with Toby and Davey.
yeah. Maybe that'll be that's when they're old and we're real classy. Are we ever
Okay.
gonna be? I'm never gonna be
I don't
full
think so.
classy.
No, we're never gonna do shit like Tom Talks or anything. We're not gonna do that.
I'll
shit.
never be full classy. Let's
No.
just say it.
I think we will have some other podcasts. I think we might branch out, and I think I see that for us in the future.
Okay.
But I don't see us doing anything like uber serious. I could see
Yeah.
us doing something a little bit more structured. But I don't necessarily see
really
us
serious, like
do anything like crazy serious.
I
Like
could see the mesh of it happening though. I could see a version where we have like we do the Joe style where he has like some really smart scientists and we're the two dumbasses trying to understand it.
you're gonna have to re-explain that. No, that's what it's gonna be like, because I want to
It
have.
would be even worse. It would be like, if you can think of all the bad aspects of Joe's show, of how he
Yeah.
comes in, that's why it's genius. It'd be doubled, so it'd be bad, right? Because it'd be two dumbasses talking to one smart guy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. That
that's what
might
it's going to
not
be
work.
like when we have Aaron on, because I want to have Aaron on from Hembry Guitars. Aaron is a fucking electronics wizard,
Oh,
and
see?
every time I go over to the shop, he's like giving me the rundown on what's going on in like my amp or a pedal or something he's working on.
Knows too much about one thing,
And it's
or-
just dummy simple to him because
Oh,
he's been
yeah.
doing it for forever. So, and he's just like just saying it to me, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna puke in front of him,
yeah.
and like talk about my balls or something, and he's gonna leave.
No, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be all right. I think he can hold his own. He's cool.
So maybe it would be okay. Let's try it out.
No, yeah, and we'll definitely
I
have Greg on, Greg Hembry, the guy who made the guitar. If you watch my live stream from this past week, I played a handmade custom Hembry guitar. It's dope. little semi-hollow, thinnest, lightest guitar
That
I've ever
shit was
played.
beautiful. It really
Dude,
was.
isn't it insane? Like the heaviest thing on that guitar is the neck, and that's weird. It's
That's
weird
so
how
nice.
a guitar is neck heavy. Don't make no sense.
All right, you want to throw up some shit for me?
I can't, dude.
You
We're
wanna try?
still overloading.
You know,
We're
but we can
still
try.
overloading.
It's gonna do what the fuck we tell it to. You better do what we tell you to.
I don't think it really doesn't work like
It's
that.
responding.
I wish it did. I really
Computer,
wish it worked.
Don't fuck
that
me
way.
up right now. Do it.
All right. We're gonna try.
And you just do what we're saying. You do the thing that you were built for.
Yeah.
It's literally all we're asking.
Literally. I mean, like for some reason I'm running it like
Oh,
that makes no sense.
well, and it's already. Are you gonna come at me like that?
You really gonna throw
I'm
shit
so
in my
af-
face like that? What are you wanting?
Are you fucking with me?
No, it's not fucking with you. It's really being a little bitch.
It's fucking me hard,
Yeah, dude.
man. I wanted to do a little music segment.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we get some audio still?
Yeah, we can look at audio stuff for sure.
Well, do you want to play our? Do you want
Yes,
to play our game?
I want to do our game.
Okay, so-
where should I look it up to get like the audio of it? Would it be on SoundCloud?
Well, let's start with your poetry thing, because I think so. So the game where I want to show you and you have to decipher the lyrics.
Yeah.
I want to play that, but it's also my rebuttal to the poetry argument.
Okay.
And so let's start with your Bob Dylan song.
Okay.
And so we have this debate about art and poetry that's never ending. And it's where's the line? Because for it to be a word, for it to be something that you can describe, there is a line. I'll admit, right? Everything
Yeah.
isn't art and poetry. There is a line somewhere, but it bends and it shapes and it moves depending on presentation, as we've seen.
Right.
And so I want to see. So we've shown the last couple of weeks. We show some specific lines that were raunchy and a little on the nose,
Yeah.
and showed how they could still be poetry if they're put together well, they're presented well. And so Davy's got a little clap for me.
Yeah, I've got one for you that I think is actual poetry, which I think we're both gonna agree on because we both grew grew into our own listening to Bob Dylan.
So you're trying to trap me.
Yeah, I'm gonna remind you. I'm not trapping you. I'm reminding you.
All right. Well, let's see.
This is leopard skin.
Is this with some
pillbox
lyrics?
hat.
Let me see some lyrics. Go to the lyrics one. Because I want to see the way the words are written. I mean, because I love Bob Dylan's an old school one for
Okay.
me. Yeah, plus lyric. No. Here, just do it. Can you cut it in half? Put the lyrics on the left.
Still asking a lot.
I'm trying to add tabs now, man.
Add tabs, maybe just like some different windows, cropped.
Yeah.
Just hook me up,
You
man.
just like order some sushi right now
Yeah, as well.
on your computer.
Yeah, do that real quick while we're doing this.
Fucking what's his name? Billy
Boy George,
George.
Billy Boy George, John Bob.
Boy George. Okay, dude, I kind of like his style now.
Yeah, dude, he was a trendsetter.
Yeah. Culture Club, that was the name
Yeah,
of the group. I don't know. What was the point of that song? Like, it looked like
Karma Chameleon.
everybody was like getting sexy.
Karma,
in the
karma,
1800s.
Karma Chameleon.
Hey, there you go. Oh, that's a Beck version. Fuck that.
Fuck Beck.
I think that will actually be in my favor on that argument then.
God damn it. How is there not one with lyrics?
No. You have to listen to Beck?
No, fuck
Why? All right.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, look him up on my phone.
that. Okay. All right, you do that now. That ad is fucking going. So the The song is "Leopard Skin Pillbox Hat" by Bob Dylan, and it's a great song. It's a weird one. It's a funny one. So that's why this
is a
one
weird
just
one.
came to mind.
Oh, okay. So what you're trying to say that this is stuck inside of Mobile? What?
Oh, what?
Ah, the ragman.
The fuck is happening here?
Man, it likes to like fuck with you on your clicks too. Man, this computer's out to get you. We need to get you a new computer. We
Yeah,
need to check this
bitch.
out. Like, you're about to go in the furnace.
About to beat you to death.
All right. So again, what is your argument here?
No, I'm reminding
Is your
you.
argument that poetry is more expressive and free, or that it's more descriptive?
No, I just think that there's other ways around. I think no, but that's the thing.
Let's
though, is that, like,
listen to it, and then you get your argument. You're descriptive.
I'm showing you the wordiest way around it. Like,
so, yeah,
but while
we
still
showing
being
the
specific,
spectrum.
he's still very specific.
He's
But he's
overly
saying,
specific. Because why would you have to know that it's a leopard skin pillbox?
yeah,
it could just be a pillbox.
Bitch got a hat on over there.
It could be simple. So you're saying that it's oversimplified because of its directness in this new poetry? I don't know. I don't know, but I like the argument of this over. I think what we're doing is just finding the range of poetry.
I think that's what we're doing too. We're discovering more.
There's so many areas of poetry.
This show is just exploration, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. All right, so let's hear it. And with this sound, with his weird bad singing,
Yeah.
it was like that's what made him revolutionary in his own way. And it was another form of anarchy in his music.
Yep.
The fact that he wouldn't learn to sing.
Well, no, he knew how to sing.
Oh, did
Well,
yeah,
this
could
was
pull
a
it out
voice he put
sometimes.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
So
chose
it was-
to do it like
yeah,
this.
So this was really rebellious in its time. So I do respect it. And I mean it's over. Yeah, it's annoyingly descriptive at times.
Oh yeah,
This specific song,
yeah.
especially, you couldn't
Yeah.
have picked one.
No,
that,
this song is annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You couldn't have picked a Bob Dylan song that I would have said that about other than this. I don't think.
No, that was
And so this one's a hard one because this one's also on the line of like, but it is very descriptive. It does tell a story, but is it more of a story than poetry? Because poetry doesn't necessarily have to tell a story. Sections of it, right? Sections of it are just about wordplay.
Yeah.
And so, but most of Bob Dylan's writing, I still respect him as one of the greatest songwriters. And like,
He's
he
definitely
was a
the
story
most
writer,
prolific songwriter ever.
I mean, yeah, he won the award that he didn't show up for. What a baller.
Dude, I don't think that there's anybody who's ever going to put out a catalog that even compares.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Ever in the history of people,
Yeah.
I don't think that there's going to be a dude who puts
that
music
many
out like
songs,
that.
and then all of the songs are like there's like 500 words in them too. It's like it's not like he repeats the chorus a shit ton of times.
Nope.
He does 5 verses. And shit.
Some of those songs are like sequels to other songs, and some of
Yeah.
those songs
He did an
but they're all
entire
so
album.
specific.
Now, see, this is one. Yeah, so this is a great example. This is one of the greats of poetry for sure. And he put out that entire album about that Western guy. Was it Billy the Kid? Who was it? He put out an entire album that was one story that he put them in order.
Yeah.
To where it played out this entire story of someone from the West. Was it? I think it might have been Billy the Kid, but I can't remember. But that's an example too of like just oh man, how much he wrote.
Oh, so much.
He just couldn't stop.
Just like, oh yeah, man, like all these albums.
Dude, Bob Dylan album.
Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
That may have been it. Oh shit. It was Billy. Okay. But it was like the meeting of them. Something went wrong. That he had like the climax in the middle of the album with song. You know, people don't really put together albums like it's kind of like a showcase.
Well, they call those
of their range.
Well, when you're talking about what an album is instead of it being, because technically what that is a concept album.
Yeah, okay.
That's technically
There's
what that is.
There's not many of those ever, really. If you want to think about it, it's not even a common
We tried
thing
to
back
do
in the
that
day.
once.
I always want to put out, one big one I want to do is, was it Pagliacci and Netta?
Okay. You want to do the Pagliacci thing?
Their relationship. Netta was the one who made him kill. He was the sad clown.
Yeah, Pagliacci was a sad clown, y'all.
I don't know too much
If
about
y'all
it, but I want to
remember
look
from
into
the
it.
Hey Arnold episode.
Oh.
Do y'all remember
I
the
don't
Hey
remember
Arnold
that.
episode where they went to the opera? It was good. They all ended up acting out scenes from operas. They went to go see Carmen, and then they ended up bringing in Pagliacci. It's good.
I would see that. I would see someone perform that. It'd probably be the only. Now I would see plays as much as I want to write a play, and I think the reason I want to write a play is because I've never seen a good one, and I don't think anyone's done it right yet. And I kind of think I could, but it would take a lot of time.
Now you have to tell me if this is poetry.
So this is your other side of the spectrum.
This is the one that I'm going to try to get you with because I know you don't like this song.
I don't like this song, and
I want you to be fair.
I'm going to say no already. Hearts and Bones. Man, Paul Simon was a cheese bag.
Cars are cars all over the world. Cars are cars. You can't argue with that.
Similarly made, similarly sold. In a motorcade, abandoned when road.
Abandoned
Cars
road.
are cars all over the world.
I hate that there's like some aspect to it. Again, it's like this is the bad part of this game.
Cars are cars all over the world.
The bad part. Hold on, pause it.
Cars
The
are
bad part of this game is that there's always something poetic you find about anything.
Yep, exactly. This is why I felt
Because I
weird
hate
when you were
this.
like being like argue against this, and I was like, but there's
Still something in it.
Yep.
So even this, I'm like, but what if he was talking about people are just the same or similar made, similarly
That's what
sold.
this is what
And
he's
it's
talking
like,
about.
It's about this universal truth that everyone's the same. What is it? It could be poetry, but it's the leastly.
You might as well
I
just
don't
call
like
it
the
people or people.
presentation of it. So it's just like the City Girls thing.
Yeah.
See, play a second of a City Girls song with some
I
lyrics.
don't want to.
You have
but-
to. You don't have to show them twerking. just look at the lyric videos. Because then, if you're gonna show me this, though, I'm gonna have to show you the other side.
But you were telling me that it was my week to do it, so I didn't know that we were gonna be. But it's okay.
No, Cars are cars.
Which one?
You do act. That's fine.
I don't know this song.
Now, see, I don't remember all the lines in this. Oh, this was their original big one. All right, go back. There's probably a better example.
Earl on the beat.
Yeah, because there's some really good verses on some stuff, but I guess just go ahead. I just want to compare, because that's Cars Are Cars isn't well put together poetry, but it still could be a universal truth.
Yep.
And so here's the other end. Just play one of them. That's a Moneybagg Yo song.
You're right, Toby. That's why I'm going back.
But City Girl, she is in it. One of them's in it, at least. Jobs is the one that you hated so much. And
no,
see,
I didn't like the video.
It affected you more than the YMH Live? YMH Live made me throw up.
It did make you throw up.
Projectile
Yeah, I love
vomit,
that you were
man.
gonna continue, but you're like, no, it made me throw up. You're like, it made me throw up.
It
made me
fucked
throw up.
Yeah. It fucked up. And that made you more uncomfortable? I'm already
Toby gets
to it.
Yeah.
I mean, listen to that beat though. Damn.
No, it's a good beat, and I like the I don't need a job, bitch, I am a job.
Classy.
Birkin bag me.
Spend a couple thousands on my titties and my ass cheeks. Get my teeth done. Cash at me. Sneak dissing on the ground, bitch at me. What my bad bitches looking
So
for
how
at
again? How is this different than Cars or Cars?
You're right. You're right.
Where they at?
This is better than Cars or Cars. Come on.
The
The writing is way more advanced than Cars or Cars. So this is better than Paul Simon. City Girls are better than Paul Simon.
I disagree. but
Writing
okay.
wise,
Writing wise, you think
the way they were
See-
working through there, Cars or Cars, bro, is better writing to you than that.
Cars or Cars had to be made so this song could be made? I argue
That's where we get back together. Okay. All right. This is a fun ass game for me.
that. Cars or Cars had to exist for this to exist. Fight me.
All right. And this was just called Jobs. Yeah. It's like Cars or Cars. It's simplified. But again, the writing is much more technical because it's taken from stuff after
Cars
Cars
or
or
Cars.
Cars.
Cars are Cars.
Oh, God. See,
All over the
you
world.
know how easy it is.
Cars are Cars.
Now, see, I could argue if that's not poetry because I'm just taking the stance to argue it.
Okay.
I could argue that Cars or Cars isn't poetry because he didn't take the time to because it is already a metaphor,
Yeah.
so it's technically poetry, but he didn't take the time to make it presentable.
Okay.
So I could argue that poetry also is heavily about presentation. It's why like Shakespeare being overly wordy, just like the Bob Dylan thing, like he was too wordy. He took up
Sometimes,
too
yeah.
much space, bro.
For sure.
Calm down. Just write a little short thing.
But there were so many words.
Yeah.
There were so many words
Overly
coming through his
you
head.
know, him versus, let's say, Shakespeare versus Stephen King, even. It's like Stephen King was really descriptive, but a lot more to the point than fucking Shakespeare. Like,
Right.
how many just how many
Well,
layers
Shakespeare
there
wrote
was
in
to
prose. Yeah.
it. You know, I'm just saying. It was just so much more dense.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up that Shakespeare
But-
wrote in lyrics? Like, it's all written in lyrics.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He had a lot of he had different ones. He had his poems, his
Soliloquies.
I forget what the three different things he did. Because he had stories, he had poems, and he had ones that were psalms or supposed to be saying or whatever.
Okay.
I forget. I have a big ass book somewhere, and there's a house of all of them. And that's my exact reason. I've spent way too much time reading like a paragraph and a half to get like a sentence worth of information. You know what I mean?
Damn it. Just
And
tell
at
me
that
he walked
point,
through the door.
I get it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's poetry, but it's
Why are you trying to throw all these
overly
words
wordy.
at me?
So
Why are you trying to set a scene?
Real poetry is when Cars or Cars meets Jobs, right in the middle, right?
Okay.
And I think we kind of hit on that with like our R&B, like the Weeknd stuff.
Yes.
I think he hit right in the middle because sometimes he's right on the nose, and sometimes he'll beautifully describe things.
Dude, I think Loose Lucy is one
And
of those
like-
songs too.
Loose Lucy.
That's a song.
As what?
Well, that's
On which side?
a song about a prostitute.
Is the song right in the middle? You're saying
It is because like she come running and we ball all night. You know,
No,
ball,
but it's
balling
not.
means
the
fucking.
technical writing of it is simple in that one though. You know, I would lean toward more the Mountains of the Moon
Oh, okay.
would be a like real example of some.
And that one's out there.
That one's poetry.
That one's out
like
there,
you
yeah.
can't deny that one, and it's right in the middle of being like
Ooh, fucking
not overly
Rosemary.
simplified in either direction. You know,
Yeah.
that one's a really because it is simplified.
Ooh,
like-
what's become of the baby? That's
Oh
a
my
weird
God.
one.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite. That's a nitrous ass song, and I try to listen
Yeah.
to it every time I hit nitrous
Yeah.
if I'm alone or with close friends. Oh, the baby. Just don't say baby.
No. Oh man.
All right, so I got my. You want to play my game?
Yeah. What's the game?
All right, so this time we're gonna move the points up.
All right.
So you get 100 points every line.
Okay.
And for every line, my stipulations on this. Now I'm going to get more and more specific on this as we go on.
Okay.
But so far, this is the third round. My stipulations now are that you have to get 5 to 10 words with comprehension.
All right.
Okay, so you can get like a part of a line if it's sectioned off and you fully comprehend it.
Okay.
And you get that's when you get 100 points.
Okay.
And because we're starting off with hard ones, you only need 300 points to win. So you only need 3 full lines.
All right.
Whether they be 5 to 10 words.
Whether they be this, whether they be that.
Okay.
Here we go. What's the song?
All right. It's called Hot.
By whom?
Young Thug. Now, this is one of my favorite
Youngish
songs.
Thug.
Dude, okay, so this verse he did on this is literally one of my it's on my top like 10 verses of all time.
Okay.
Because of the presentation, because of the writing. Don't get one with lyrics.
I didn't. It's just the audio. Fucking ads.
And so it's about I'm not sure if it's about halfway through. I'm gonna have to find it. Hey, hand me the
With
thing while I'm
Mucinex
playing.
All-in-One, you've got unbeatable relief from your worst cold and flu symptoms.
Why you say?
So when you need
Oh,
to
the ads. Why are they getting us?
Grab Mucinex All-in-One and get back to.
Oh, fuck Mucinex. How about that?
How about fuck
Never
you?
buy that shit.
Never go for Mucinex, dog.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find.
Now it's gonna be hard.
The first. Oh my god. The first verse would be easy.
Okay.
But this second verse is gonna be bad. So you want to hear the? No. Let's just jump to it.
We call them chopsticks because they gonna chop.
See, is that hard enough?
Pussy pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
I run it like Nike, we got it
No,
on lock.
that hasn't started yet.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts right around here. This verse comes in when it starts going high.
Okay.
All right, it comes in right after this.
Money.
I cannot.
I took the Billy cool back then I hopped in the car. I put this bitch in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, this shit that is weed, he can't smoke in the road. Right, wow. I'm still double cut up, I'm drinking, I shoot off the tires. I'm in the coupe by myself. I had that kicker though when I was fast. Key the was on the shelf. Sitting around in the fan. I'm sick and tired of these young niggas act like they fine and telling their lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this drip from my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier look, Cartier to die. Cartier spent buffalo on the side. Prison cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier thigh. Sky ring look cool with two.
Was he just calling out Cardi a bunch?
No, not once.
Okay.
Just listen till the end because I'm gonna give you this whole round through to get one.
Dude, I literally cannot.
You can't get one.
I can't. No.
Well, just finish out the verse.
Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out. No way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her ass and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn that whole top floor to a whole house. 100 racks and one, two bought the flood out.
All right, now you have to go back.
I can't get any of them.
Oh,
I can't.
I have found the Trump. Literally, this
Dude,
is
I
like
can't
I'm
get
telling you,
mumble
this
rap.
is like my favorite verse in years from anyone. This was amazing. But you like the melody though. That's the first thing you hear, right?
Yeah,
the melody
I like it.
The way he's working
sounds
through
good.
stuff is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's good. Yeah, but I can't understand a fucking word he just said.
Okay, well, hit him one more time.
I don't. No.
See if you can get
it hurt
one.
my brain.
Oh, so what do you mean?
It hurt my brain to try to comprehend what he was saying.
But that's the whole point of listening to music is to try to comprehend what they're saying.
But I'm not trying to then. I'd rather.
It's a whole thing. He's got all these amazing lines.
That's
And
great.
it,
It'd be awesome if he said them clearly.
I could hear most of them when I first heard it.
Yeah,
You have to pay heavy attention.
right. But you
really gotta listen. You gotta zone in on how they're talking and how quickly they're talking, and the way they're working through words.
yeah, and I'm trying. I understand how to listen to people.
But that was just the first time hearing it, though. It's
Money.
this part's hard. Okay, before he goes into it, I'll give you that one. I couldn't understand this. He's with me.
I took the Billy cool back then I hopped in the car.
You hear that one?
I took a Bentley, did something for a Cayenne.
Yeah, you're right there. I took the Bentley coupe back, then I hopped in a Cayenne.
Okay.
See, you're here. You really got to pay attention. It does hurt.
I heard Bentley and Cayenne.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's what?
I took the Bentley coupe back, then I hopped in the Cayenne.
Okay.
I put that bitch in front of the Billy in front of the drive.
See, you want to read it? You just want to run it? Because you got one. I'm going to count that one.
Okay.
If you can get two more.
Okay, well, let's
I'll let
try
you
to
win.
Okay, I'll try. But when he gets to the shit that sounds like Cardi, all I'm hearing is Cardi.
And man, the shit that it weed, can't smoke in the road, bro.
Something about smoking in the rolls. Can't smoke in the rolls.
Now, see, comprehension's a big part of these points, and he is talking about that you can't smoke in the Rolls Royce. So, I'm okay. I'll give you a comprehension point. I'll give you 50.
I get what he's talking about. Because he's talking about all of his cars in his driveway.
Keep going.
Because that's what he's talking about. Because he said something about parking it behind the Bentley.
No, but...
What did he say something about the Bentley? He said Bentley again.
No, okay, so that I'll go ahead and give you that one. So I put the bitch in the front of the Bentley in front of the driver.
Okay.
But he does mention it. Because he's got a driver driving his Bentley.
Right.
Yeah.
Somehow shooting out the tires.
Dude, oh my God, those ad libs. It's like, shoot out the tires.
Yeah, it's good.
Tires, dude.
Yeah.
I'm strapped on my cup. You hear that one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take it back though. I kick him the something but fire. I don't know.
I'm sick and tired of the young niggas act like they fine.
You don't have to do that, right?
Acting like they the one created this and they get all this drip from my guys.
No, you don't. Now this next part, it's just nonsense. It's like it.
Okay, so ruin it for me.
Okay, so man, so yeah, I took the Bentley coupe back there and hopped in a Cayenne. I put the bitch in the front of the Bentley, in front of the driver, in front with the driver.
Okay.
I haven't had a sip. Yeah, they're that weed you can't smoke in the Rolls Royce. I'm strapped up, I'm cupped up, I'm drinking, I shoot off your tires.
I love that.
I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick a door when I was 5. That was that one I thought you could hear. That one's pretty clear. I got half of this when I first heard it, but the ones that blew me with the money. He says, oh, dude, okay, so read. You can read along. Hear
cash.
Money, hear the things because you'll be blown away if you can read it.
I broke out that notch. Got some more millions that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss
now,
me.
One of the lines is close. It isn't exactly, but you can hear what he's going for. This is someone deciphering it too.
Money, checks, cash.
Just hear it. Like my Sprite.
So I just want to fuck the bitch by myself. I just passed her to the dog like my Sprite.
You don't want to fuck her with his boys,
right?
Before his boys,
right?
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
But that's some hidden shit. And it's so. But no, read through the thing.
Okay.
Just read through it. You'll see all the parts that you were wondering about.
Okay.
Hit it. Hit the shit.
Dude, I don't want to keep listening through it.
I do.
Yeah, that's fine because I like the song too.
One?
It's a good song.
Let me hear it through it.
I took the few were close on. I put this bitch in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, the shit that it weed, can't smoke in the road. Wow. I'm stepped up and cut up, I'm drinking, I shoot off the tires. I'm in the coupe by myself. Kick a door when I was 5. Key the was on the shelf. Hostess around in the fan. I'm sick and tired of the young niggas act like they fine. They telling the lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this drip from my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes. Cartier coat, Cartier that's the watch. Cartier look, Cartier the dot. Cartier the spot.
Is he sponsored?
Prison cut diamonds, Cartier, yeah. Cartier back for the Cartier thought. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go like a champ and I wait on a whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock, I whip it the bricks and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to a whole house. 100 racks and one, do about the flood out.
100 racks and all ones, dude.
Turn the whole top floor to a whorehouse.
Because his friend brought $100,000 in ones.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a
lot.
brick.
Yeah.
That's like what 50 Cent and shit gets in the club.
That's a pallet.
Yeah, they get a pallet of money delivered in ones.
Oh my God.
Here's
That's
your
so
tuition.
ridiculous.
Here's your kids' tuition for life.
Oh my God.
You're done with working. Now that's the reason to be a stripper.
Yeah.
If you're that kind of stripper, respect. Listen.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, that was a good one.
That's
yeah,
fucking
you
great
got me.
poetry.
Yeah.
And it's really well written. And the presentation is a lot different. But how is that different than that Bob Dylan weird voice
It's true.
that no one had done yet?
That's true.
So have we met an impasse?
For sure, man. Like again, I like that. I like the song.
No, I'm saying, aren't they the same poetry? They're like
They're very
they're overly written and overly descriptive.
Yeah, Bob
and
Dylan
with
had
a
to do
weird
that for him to
voice.
do this.
And but that doesn't defeat the point of that they're the same. Yeah.
I'm not saying it defeats the point.
But yeah, sure. If you're saying Hitler had to do what he did so you can come, I mean,
hey man, if the shoe fits.
hey, if you say that, I can say that.
Yeah.
I jump. So you're saying you can't come unless Hitler did what he did.
So you're saying if the KKK hung all those black guys,
That you would come less
you would come more?
or less? Answer now. No, I mean, but see, what does that have to do with the price of, what is it? What's the saying? That's what I have to say to that. Is what does that have to do with the price of onions or whatever? What does that have to do with the price of, I was going to say scorpions, but no one's buying scorpions.
It's not viable in today's
What does that
market.
have to do with the price of vegetables?
Dude, what has COVID done to the scorpion?
To the veggies?
To the scorpion salesman, the door-to-door scorpion salesman.
Yeah. As old as I can remember, I remember that knock, nicest man in town coming, trying to hawk his new scorpion.
Just coming and knocking on my door.
I'd always buy a little one. I'd flush it, but I mean, maybe that's why our town went rampant with mutant scorpions.
Still never got rid of those scorpions. Oh shit, we're giving away where we're at now. Tell them about all they have to do is Google mutant scorpion outbreak.
Oh shit!
They'll know exactly where we are.
Well, it's my fault.
And that's my bad. I'm sorry about that.
I never did it on purpose. I love scorpion life.
I never meant to hurt nobody, no way, no how.
Oh, yeah, I would own a scorpion, like a big ass mean scorpion,
Like
and put it in a cage with a tarantula.
The one the size of a dog.
But oh, this would be mean, but also be funny if you like drained all the venom out of a tarantula, whatevs.
Yeah, whatever.
And then cut off the tail and the venom from the scorpion, whatevs.
Okay.
And then you just kept them in the same cage and they just fought all the time.
Or they
couldn't kill each other.
They became unlikely best friends if you raise them together. So then you've got this creepy ass giant
and they
scorpion
can't kill each
and
other.
tarantula.
They tried, but they gotten over it now.
The
It's been too long.
scorpion rides on the tarantula's back, so it's very scary.
Yeah, it's wild west.
It's wiki wild up in this
You
piece.
remember the scorpion getting on the tarantula, bro?
Yeah, bro.
That was their whole idea for the flying machine to get to the.
It was a wasp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the
It was
desert
a
wasp.
The desert wasp and the spider. So we got there. We'll always bring it back to Chicky Wow Wow. And speaking of Jim West.
Will we get sued if we make Chicky Wild shirts? Because I want one for myself.
I don't think
at
so.
least.
I think we can definitely make one that says Chicky Wow Wow.
No, just Chicky Wild. It's Chicky Wild. Chicky Wild.
Chicky Wow Wow. Yeah, we can totally do that. So there was a guy who commented on one of the videos that said "you're an ass," but he spelled "you're" wrong. So
comment on one of your videos.
Yeah. So he just said "you're an ass," Y-O-U-R, which is incorrect. It's supposed to be "your," like Y-O.
No, this is "you're an
R-E.
ass." Yeah, he was saying something different.
No, he wasn't. But so to stay in keeping with that, I just corrected him. I said I spelled it correctly for him.
See, this is
And-
where your
and
sass
left it
comes
there.
out. You always want to clap back.
But
you
it's
always want to
funny.
say some shit.
As long as it's funny, it's funny. Because I know that I'm being an ass. He called me an ass, and then I just corrected him, continuing.
Okay,
me
fair.
Being
That
an
one
ass.
was okay.
It's a joke.
That one was the first one that was okay.
And then
Fine.
he comes back with pre-wipe. So I'm a shitty ass. I'm a shitty asshole. And then he wrote back LOL, all caps, which is very aggressive. Very aggressive to LOL. Yeah. Somebody.
He's
And then
scream laughing.
And then what I said, no TP, better use my hand. And then I said, my hand's name is William Smith. And I said, wait, Will Smith? Welcome to Miami. Will Smith has commented on our videos, Toby. We finally reached Will Smith. He's disguising himself
Don't
as William
fake-
Smith,
no,
like
don't-
we know,
Listen,
like we wouldn't
no,
know
no,
it was
no.
you, Big Willie.
I'm not fully taking this. This is not a original. This is not an announcement. This was a troll guy.
This is a troll guy.
There will be one day where we actually have the announcement. So
Okay,
I'm just saying
that we got in contact with Will Smith. It will come. The day will come.
maybe it'll be his kid, dude. Jaden hit us. Oh, I like Jaden, dude.
Yeah.
I love the shit he did. I was really impressed with at least one song heavily. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There was one song that really got me. It was
Goku was pretty okay.
What was
But then I
it was
told
a
him
remix of one of his
I said
own
welcome to
songs.
Miami, and then I told him Miami is my asshole
Oh,
because he called me.
You should have stopped.
He said pre-wipe, and I said no TP, better use my hand. My hand's name is William Smith, and then I said welcome to Miami. Miami is my asshole.
It wasn't worth it.
It was totally worth it.
It wasn't funny.
It's fun. It's funny. it's only not funny because you've decided to take it that way. And
Oh,
I
I
don't
can't just
appreciate
decide
you
what's
not
funny.
having my back. I
don't
always have your
decide
back,
what's
Toby.
funny.
Always have your back.
Do you?
Yeah. Always, dog. Ride or die. Why are you doing this to me?
Well, what if something bad happens?
Why are you doing this to me like this, Toby?
No, you're talking about your asshole to strangers. You don't know what
Man,
they're doing.
that is not new. I always talk about my asshole to strangers.
That's where you got where you are.
That's how I introduced myself.
Okay. I mean, that would be a true comedian. Like, that's why I don't think I'm a comedian.
How you doing?
Is
My name's
because-
Davey. My asshole is very raw today.
Well, I mean, no, that's more creep style. That's not comedian. You didn't make a joke about it. You just said your
That
asshole.
wasn't funny.
If you just mention your asshole, you're not a comedian.
What's up? My name's Davey. I'm the
You want to
asshole
see my
guy.
asshole? You're like, that's not funny.
And here's
And
my
yes.
asshole.
Now that is fun. Now, if you turn it on and actually pull your asshole out,
Or show him a picture.
Then you're a
Hey,
genius.
What's up? Come here. My name's Davey. I just want to show you something real quick. It's my asshole.
yeah. Well, I will never forget you, asshole Dave. Hey, and that's a way to make an impression.
Do you remember how
And
there used
that's
to be
what-
a
that's what it
shirtless
is.
Dave around here?
A shirtless Dave around where? No.
In the city, there used
I
to be
don't
a
remember
dude.
no
There used to
shirtless
be a
Dave.
dude named Shirtless Dave. So it'd be really cool, just in the vein of that you'd be known as Asshole Dave. But it's not because you're an asshole. It's because how you introduce yourself is showing
You have
people
a pretty
picture.
asshole,
a
actually.
picture
That's
of
why
your
they
asshole.
like it.
It's very
They're
well
like,
manicured.
damn, I remember his asshole. It looked really pretty. You know, I was shocked when he showed me, but
And it's like
after a minute and a half, I really
and it's
saw
dark,
the-
but it's
the
like a
nuance
good
of it.
dark. It's not like a weird
Yeah.
dark where it's too dark.
It's
It's,
like
not
a
like you
half
bleached it, but
bleached.
it's like it's a good color. It's not pink, but it's like it's got a nice little. It's like a brownish hue
Yeah,
to
people
it.
are super into your ass, dude. It's where you got.
I didn't think that I'd be into that much hair,
Wasn't
but
the
it's
girl
cool.
from Hunger Games? Didn't she blow up by getting an asshole pic leaked?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that was a big thing.
I feel like there was
what's her
when
name?
I feel like a bunch of people got their nudes hacked and leaked
Bunch
out.
of buttholes leaked.
Look at all these
Leaking
leaky
buttholes. Leaky buttholes. That's so it's war and leaky buttholes.
Is that what we're naming this one? All right.
Man. I mean, they come out.
Leaky
No matter
butt. I
if
mean,
you want
they
to or not.
come out. If you're taking pictures of your
But
buttholes,
see,
they
I've
will
never.
seep
Maybe
out.
am I old because I've never asked for a butthole pic in my life?
Never? You've never been like, show me that balloon
No.
knot right now.
I've never been like that. Like even pussy shots, I want to be tasteful. I don't want them spread open.
Let me see inside you.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not that much of a creep because, I mean, you would want spread. You would want, that's when you start getting to weird shit and getting into piss and poop.
That's
when you want to see
go
spread
that
pussies
far,
and
you go
buttholes
that
on their
far.
phone.
You go that far. You're like, if you
wanna
like
see a butthole on your phone.
if you like to see a woman spreading her
Maybe
vagina
not.
open
You're
and
right.
an asshole, you might as well be into pissing
Okay, you're right.
shit
You're right.
play.
You're right. I'm king shaming.
You
I take
disgusting
that back.
sinner.
Sorry.
Like,
No, I just feel like you got to be tasteful with the pigs.
I think it's funny to call people sinners.
And I've also never desired an asshole. I've never seen one in my life that I desired.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's where it comes from. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the pigs.
You're like, I know what
because-
comes out of there.
No, I mean, I've fucked some asses, licked a couple asses. It ain't that. It's just like, it's not a picture I would want.
No.
I don't get that.
I mean, I assume it's just people wanting to see something they ain't seen before. I ain't seen that asshole. It's new to me.
New asshole.
I don't know.
New
'cause
day.
I don't really know what the
What
appeal
new
is
day,
behind
different shit.
it. So let's see yours. I don't know. Guys, if you've asked women for pictures of their assholes or vice versa, ladies, if you're asking dudes for pictures of their bung holes, let us know why you want to see it.
I mean,
What's
I
the
ain't shaming
appeal?
it. Maybe some people just like it. I mean, of course people like it. It's like
Sure.
probably one of the most popular things to fuck.
I mean, like,
I mean, worldwide?
out of the two of them,
No, out of
the
worldwide, if
out
we're
of the
thinking,
three
some people
holes-
don't fuck pussy. So I'm just saying, balls are probably the most preferred thing to fuck in the world. But I've never wanted a picture of one. I don't know. I would not turn me on.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
All right, guys, we're gonna give you Toby's phone number down in the description,
hell
and you
no.
blow him up with b-hole pics.
That would just ruin my life. That would really ruin my life. I would start getting so depressed.
Yeah,
I would slip into a depression. And not want
or it
that.
would awaken something in you.
Oh, my love for beeholes?
Yeah,
I mean, that's already prevalent, but I'm not a fiend about it. I'm not a beehole fiend. Beehole fiend, another shirt.
Yeah.
We gotta collect. We gotta keep up with these.
Yeah.
Beehole fiend. We had another one other. Wiki wild.
chicky wild,
Trademark.
chicky
We should
wild,
put a
wild.
trademark thing as a joke on it.
Yeah, bigger than anything else
Because
on
if
it.
we spell it different.
Well, how did they spell it? Did they
Oh, you
spell
know
it
what we-
chicky or wiki?
You know what I want to do so bad?
What?
I want to get a trademark certified that's so close to the trademark symbol that it'll hurt your head. You know, they had to pass it themselves, and so it's trademark. And it's just gonna hurt to see it. It's not gonna feel right. It's gonna be great.
Love it.
That's our next venture. Yeah. So don't go out and waste your time on anything else.
Yeah, don't ever do that. Invest in TobyandDavvy stock. And speaking of investing in us, on January 1st, 2021, we are dropping our Patreon, and we really would love you guys to sign up to it. There's going to be 3 tiers. There's one that's,
give us some.
there's one that's
give us some money.
there's one that's $5. There's one that's $5, and that gets you an extra raunchy episode of this show a month, and you also get.
What should we do for that? Should we do the late night version?
It should be weird. It should get weird.
Extra.
It should be
It's
worth
this
it.
show, but extra.
Yeah, it should be worth it. Totally. The stuff that we will not ever be able to do on YouTube. It should be for
Oh,
the
so
patrons.
it's a private. Oh, we don't put it out on YouTube.
Nope.
It's a private.
Well,
thing.
even then, if it.
we could do some weird shit then.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's a $20 tier, and you get that Drinking a Joint episode. You also get a shout out. You also get an extra episode of Loose Beats, whatever Toby wants to do with that. We've talked about some different.
Sure.
It's going to be a Loose Beats adjacent video. It's not necessarily going to be an extra Loose Beats. It's the same with the Play
Yeah,
Dead
if you-
video.
It's just like if you like the podcast and like the music shit all together.
Yeah. So, and
Get a
the
little
Play
pack.
Dead videos are going to be different. It will be dead related, but it's not going to necessarily be a lesson every time.
I like that. The idea of talking either about some history or with some people
Yeah.
that met, just like we did tonight earlier. Like we touched on some things like that.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to actually interview some people and go into some depths
Yeah.
of what they went through too.
And
I would have a list for that. I mean,
there's
maybe people that wouldn't want to be on camera.
Yeah,
but-
and we'll also like take some suggestions for other things too if you guys want to give us suggestions. There will also be $100 tier, and the $100 tier gives you everything plus. Oh, you also get a Discord on the $20 level. You get to be in the Discord. And then on the $100 level, I know that seems like a lot, but you also get a lesson, a 45-minute lesson each a month, like with either of us. So if you want a lesson in Logic Pro or anything like music production related, lyric writing related,
or if you just
want to look at Toby's feet for 45 minutes.
No, hell no.
Or like I can
I'm
teach you
rejecting
guitar
that
stuff,
one,
or we
though,
can talk
for
dead
sure.
stuff, or whatever you want for 45 minutes with me. Whatever.
You showing your feet?
Yeah, I'll show them my feet. You can look at them for a second.
You got some weird feet.
I do. I have big old feet. But yeah, so that's coming out January 1st. Hopefully that sounds intriguing to you guys. Hopefully you guys are into that, because we really want this to be our jobs. And again, just to be straight up, we just want to get to the point where we're making $5,000 a month on the Patreon, so we can just do it full time. It will be the only thing that we do
I'll just
other
pay
than
the
making
bills.
music.
Yeah.
It'll pay our bills and shit, and that's what we need.
But
everything on top of
again,
that.
like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard figuring out what your time is worth.
It is, man. It was hard for me to put like $100 on a Patreon tier, but like knowing that like with everything that we do in a month, setting aside 45 minutes for a personal lesson with someone, that's big.
That's worth it.
Yeah,
by
for
itself,
sure.
Too, but that's someone that would really want it. So I don't know.
Because
It's
already
just
I would for a
thing.
guitar lesson, I would already charge $40 an hour, if not more. Usually, no, I've definitely done it for like $80 on the hour and a half. So, and like,
Yeah, and that's real cheap.
yeah, for sure. And you know, for the $100 a month, that gives you that 45-minute lesson a month on whatever you want. And I'm sure that goes for Toby too. So we love you guys very much. Thank you for being here. Hit us up on our social medias, which are
You
there
don't
we go.
understand.
I don't understand direction. They're
That's what
right
I
there.
would
Go
do.
hit us up on Instagram and stuff. And watch Loose Beats and play dead.
Yep, squeak.
Do all the good shit. And we love you guys very much. We hope you've had a good week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Chicky wild.
Chicky
What was our
Wild
other one?
Wild. Fuck, I don't remember.
Remember our other shirt idea?
Nope.
You already forgotten it?
The trademark.
Yes.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper.
It's sad,
page.
y'all.
Another condition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find.
So hard to find these days.
Well, then there must be some magic clue.
Where is it,
inside these gentle walls.
In these walls?
And all I see
What do you say?
is a tower of dreams.
Where is it?
Real love bursting out of every scene.
That didn't answer my question.
Days go by.
What do the days
We're
do?
gonna fill our lives with happiness. Days get dry, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness.
They're talking about murder there.
Oh yeah, smother it.
Smothering
Room for
blues.
you
Damn.
and room for Steve. It's an opportunity. It's the bigger love of the family.
But